let's do it in the standardized. It's been too long.
Yeah,
I think we almost have forgotten.
We need it.
Yeah,
what are we even gonna do? Whoa.
Cheers. Let's just start like that. Ready?
3, 2, 1.
What is good, my friends? Welcome back, finally, to the official Flash Brothers podcast. You said it, Joshy.
That's right. I think you said it first,
guys.
Actually.
Well, let's kick it off, shall we? Right? Let's kick off the show officially
Let's do
after taking an official break. Okay, because as we announced from the last episode in the last pregame, we're moving to bi-weekly.
That's
right. And we did take that break. We have a little something that we're cooking up in for the premium content.
That's
actually,
right.
We recorded with Johnny and Reese joining us. Yeah, Josh and I. But yeah, we ended up taking a bonus week because I got very sick. And a lot has been going down, and Joshy has been starting his second job as well.
That's right.
His seasonal job.
PPL.
Yeah, PPL.
Yes, sir.
Which we talked about a lot in pregame.
Oh, yeah.
So if you want the genuine
right,
catch-up between Joshy and I, because we haven't seen each other in weeks. And Johnny and I have barely seen each other, actually.
Dude, I think I walked in on you guys kissing, I'll be honest.
He thinks
the passion was high.
But there was a lot more going on there. I'll tell you.
I'm not saying anything else.
I will not say, bro.
If you want the full rundown, what is it like from SpongeBob?
Which one? Yeah. I forgot about that. That's such a good one.
That's such a good one, bro.
That's so classic.
Talk about memes. All right, well,
what was that even in? I'm sorry to say.
SpongeBob.
No, like what episode? Like what part? Why was there a real life guy there who was pretending to kiss himself?
that is a good question.
Like what episode was that?
It's
Someone. Help
it's
me out.
more classic.
I think
SpongeBob.
it was
Very
the open,
classic.
like it was that random door opening one,
No.
wasn't it?
It was like he was talking, or he was like doing a.
There was an opening a door, and that was there though.
No,
I think it's a
that was
different
Tom
episode.
Kenny showering. Remember, it was SpongeBob's voice, and he was like, because he's got like soap in his hair. He's like,
I do. Remember.
that is. I do know what you're talking about though, but it was a different guy. He was like talking about something. He was like, oh, hubba.
Just woohoo! Yes,
Yeah,
dude.
I don't remember.
Is that in the commercial? It's not in the commercial. No.
It was an episode.
I don't
for
know.
sure.
Well, I
I'm
want
gonna
to
look
keep.
up guy kissing himself.
Nickelodeon.
Look, I'm gonna be real. I think we should just get through a short introduction, and
I
we're gonna
disagree.
keep it. Yeah. So skip the intro. We're gonna
We'll
keep
skip
it
it.
classy today.
Let's talk
Okay.
SpongeBob.
We have a lot to talk about.
We do.
We have a lot to catch up on.
We do.
Johnny is joining us today, so
Hello.
I'll make it
Johnny.
official. We got Joshy and Johnny in the house today, guys. The official Flash Force team, the Flash Bros, back
Yeah.
in
The
action.
Flash Trio. if
That's
you
right,
will.
baby. Yeah, and I will also say Joshy has been running us through the Xenosaga series.
That's right.
And
It was
we
kind
are
of our first
now-
break from it, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
right. We, if anything, we were on track to record that this last week.
That's right.
We will get back to that.
Yes, we
but
will.
in the because of how things have been going, I think it's actually perfect because we have a very special episode today
Mm-hmm.
that will be an anniversary episode from what we did a year ago
Yeah.
concerning the conversation of Game of the Year.
It was around the same time, right?
Yes.
Around the
Yeah,
exact
probably
same time.
exactly
Yeah.
like this week, like right
Yeah.
before Black Friday,
That's right.
about when it feels. Which
So good thing.
I can't believe it's November 19th already.
Come on.
By the way.
This is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, so this is November
This is
19th, 2024. We are the Flash Bros. Guys, let's
Yeah.
just kick this off real quick, kind of segueing from what we were talking about in pregame, okay?
Mm-hmm.
With casual talks and gaming. I wanted to bring up
Yes.
two things, okay? I want to bring up, as kind of the nature of the pop topic, okay? The first thing I want to bring up is that was watching Jujutsu Kaisen. Season
yeah.
2, okay?
Hidden
as
inventory.
hidden inventory specifically. There's 5 episodes, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
Okay, episode 4 of this second season. It's Joshi has talked about it in the past, so I don't know, to catch you up, Johnny. This is like a prequel of all the events of season 1 in JJK.
And the events of JJK Zero, which is a movie that's pretty important to the plot of JJK.
If I'm not mistaken, didn't you say that movie is right after Hidden Inventory?
It's like 12 years after, but it's the conclusion of Hidden Inventory. Everything you know about Gojo and Geto, it's the conclusion of that.
I knew this going into it, and I just like was coming off of a crazy work week last week, and I was like, Kendall was like already passing out. This was Sunday night, and I kind of got home pretty early because we got it wrapped, okay?
Yeah,
right.
So it's like 11 p.m., and I'm honestly not tired yet because I've been going to bed so late. And I just decided to like, I was just really vibing out, had a couple beers, just started, whatever. I was actually thinking about One Piece, but I just put this on. I just want to see what it's about.
Yeah.
Bro, you hit episode 4, okay, of Hidden Inventory.
Episode 1 is crazy.
They're all crazy.
It's
and
wild.
I was honestly half paying attention. I'm also playing like Brawl Stars at the same time. So it's one of those
you watch a dub,
vibes.
then?
I was watching dub.
I really like the dub, especially the 5th or 4th episode with Gojo's voice.
Yes.
Hey there.
Dude, yeah.
Are you for real?
So Gojo Gojo is the character in the first season, okay, in JJK. If you were to have a conversation...
No, I don't even know what it really looks like.
Okay. There's a guy in this, his name's Gojo, and he's painted in the first season to be the most craziest...
Did you watch Naruto?
Yeah, of course.
He's the Kakashi.
Okay.
He's
Literally.
the leader of the...
sensei.
Exactly. He's the sensei who is the most powerful.
Yes.
And it's as simple
And
as that.
so it's kind of like X-Men in a way of like there's abilities here and different ways of abilities. I'm not going to go deep into this.
It's less like X-Men, more like just think of like Chakra from Naruto. I'm not kidding. It's
Okay.
It's a
There
pretty
you go.
distinct.
Yeah. So
Chakra.
you have differences in how you can like measure your power and things.
Yeah.
This guy just has a crazy ability that no one else has where he's figured out how to make the distance between us. He can control infinitely that distance, so you will never touch him.
Yeah.
The only person getting hit ever is you, because he is in full control of the distance between you. So even if right here we're talking and you go to touch him, he can, with his mind, create energy between us. It's called infinity.
Yeah.
Because you will infinitely just keep exponentially growing in mass and distance that you can't feel or see. You'll feel like you're hitting him or touching him, but you're not. He's controlling all of this.
How does someone touch him then?
So you wouldn't be able to.
Can't.
You can't touch him unless you are able to
Knock him unconscious?
you can puncture. There's a spiritual tool called the that spear that the spear
Like
of
a weapon.
Yeah, it's anti cursed energy, so it
Which
can
is like
cut
that.
through it.
Okay.
That's what Toji uses.
Yeah.
I will say I'm not even gonna be the meme emoji of the. Well, actually, it's
Yeah, please add whatever.
It's exclusive to him. The reason he's named Satoru Gojo is because the Gojo clan is a very, very rich, high in the. There's 3 big clans in the JJK world.
But
The Gojos stand on top because they have 2 abilities that are genetically you're like born into, right? So kind of similar to the way the Sharingan works in Naruto.
Yeah.
I promise this first season I hated JJK because it was just like, oh, Naruto, here is it again.
Yeah.
I like genuinely. So the way that the Uchiha have a Sharingan, they have something called the 6 Eyes. I'm going to laugh at this recording because of how much it sounds like Naruto. They have something called the 6 Eyes, which is the ability to completely, perfectly use your cursed energy so you're not overshooting, you're not undershooting. You have the perfect control to be able to execute everything.
Yeah.
With that said, Gojo also was born, which what you shouldn't be born with is 2 curse techniques. That's not something that ever happens. Because of this rare thing that happens in the Gojo blood ring.
Huh?
He basically is a freaking, he is the best mutt ever created.
All right.
So he has 6 Eyes and Infinity. Infinity is the ability to use pushing and pulling mechanisms, which he uses as red and blue. That's what he calls it. That's exclusive to him. No one can use it. Even if you try to control his mind, you won't know how to use it. It's all in his genetics, right? So using both of those things, he creates that technique, which is pushing and pulling amplification as much as he wants. And because he has infinity, he's able to infinitely use that. So he uses the perfect amount of cursed energy without running out, where he knows how much it would take to keep you away from him. Infinitely.
So
you can't.
Coming away from like the depth of, because there is a lot to talk about, and I want to make this kind of specific.
Yeah.
And the specificness of this, especially coming from like where I honestly barely even remember base JJK now. It's been so long since I've seen it, like 2.5 years. So I want to go through it in the watch order that you made. And this was like a preface for me. So what I want to show you, and we'll take a pause real quick, but I want to say that painting a picture of a scene from episode 4, and it just showing two things: the music and how like good of sound design. It's so important in anime, and I feel like Demon Slayer and AOT really showed me this, of how much the music like really impacts crazy scenes happening.
Absolutely.
It's very evident in this scene.
Naruto's really good at it.
I'm sure.
I completely agree with that.
Dude.
They hit it
Bleach.
like on the nose.
It is literally on the nose every single time.
Yeah, and you've seen some Bleach, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I watched like the first 2 seasons.
Yeah, the music is very prominent in Bleach as well. A lot of repeated themes. This is very fresh. I've never seen a scene quite like this. The second is that just like backstory to understand what's happening, Gojo is the white-haired guy, okay? In season 1 of JJK, as like a portrait photo of Gojo, if you were to look him up, he's wearing a blindfold. I never knew why until the scene you're about to see. It's almost like as you're enlightened, your eyes turn more spacey and enlightened looking, okay? So you'll see this. I just want to say...
the 6 eyes. When he has it activated, they make him almost like glossy, like beautiful eyes.
You'll see. Yeah, it's like you see like the universe in their eyes, right? But the scene of what's happening is this guy's going to be standing here, and this guy's the first guy ever to even remotely challenge Gojo to the point where he almost killed him. And he thinks he did, but Gojo's going to reappear right now, and he's going to be like, how the fuck are you still alive? This guy is crazy strong because he can cancel cursed energy and make his own cursed energy invisible.
Right. So he doesn't have cursed energy. That's his whole thing. Yeah, so just really quick on Toji, because of how cool this scene is and how awesome this whole epicness of this fight is, Toji is born with what's called a heavenly pact, which means you have no cursed energy at all, and you're seen as almost like literally completely invisible. Okay. You're less than a human would have. You have zero amount to be able to touch any kind of cursed energy.
However, cursed energy is like the entire energy source of anything.
That's how you use abilities. Yeah. It's chakra, exactly. Yes. You're catching on, bro. You can watch JJK. Exactly.
Yeah. So this guy's basically like
so Toji
unreal.
So the reason that it's called a heavenly pact is because he's trading all of, when he was born, he traded all of his cursed energy for an incredible body that literally is like so strong, fast. His 5 senses are so incredibly powerful. He can sense cursed spirits. He has no ability to be able to sense anything. So what he does is he finds a cursed spirit, his hidden inventory, to literally like it can swallow itself like a Ouroboros, right? He can unwrap it, take it out of his mouth, and then literally like sling it around him and use it as like an armory, essentially. So that's where he has the ability to cancel out. It's called the it's like the heavenly spear or something.
Well, what I really want to display is Gojo's power in this. Right. Like
I want you to know that though. I want you to know that.
Fuck yeah.
I will sit right here.
All right.
And I'll walk.
It's Gojo who retrieved his body, and since he's so fucked up, he's literally like, Ghetto, we could kill all these people. I wouldn't care. Like, I'm so fucked up right now, I don't care. And I would murder. And Ghetto's whole mentality is protecting the weak because you're strong, right? And using your strength to protect those who can't. He's surrounded by the weakest people who are clapping that this girl got shot in the head and was killed and can't fuse with Tengen and all this stupid shit. And he's like, okay, you're clapping over a fucking high school girl's dead body, right? And Gojo's the one who's literally like, we could kill them all. We could kill them all right now. And it's Geto who makes that decision. And it haunts him for the rest of his life.
Dude.
Every time he's in the shower, the sounds of the pellets hitting his head are just the claps of the people forever. Or for the next summer that he spends away from Gojo and Shoko and the rest of his team, because Gojo elevated himself so much in that fight. He learns how to use infinity forever, because the whole reason Toji was able to sneak up on him was because Gojo had it activated for so long that he got tired and he had to turn it off. But he learns to literally use the curse. He learns to use it all the time.
Yeah,
Right?
okay. Well,
So worth fucking watching.
so that scene, I've watched that specific scene, even just like before Hollow Purple, just the very simple, like, he's here. Okay. Really, really sick, like running animation. He's like coming up.
Yeah.
Misses barely, right? There's like a reverse, comes around for like the 360 scab.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Insane. And then he just instantly blinks. He's upside down, right? Just showing how in control he is. And it just, curse technique reversal. Red. Boom. It's so, and the music, the way it hits right when he teleports.
Yeah.
Excellent scene.
So good. I seriously think that you're right when it comes to those anime like that, where like Hinokami Kagura from season 1 of Demon Slayer, that scene would not hit the same if they didn't have the music that they had playing.
I completely agree.
You know what I mean?
Completely agree. And that actually segues perfectly into the second thing I want to talk about, which is solo leveling. Okay?
Yeah.
Johnny and I were talking about this a little bit last night.
Have you seen it?
No.
He hasn't. I did show him a
You guys
scene,
talked
though.
about it, and I thought it was interesting, honestly.
Yeah. And I think
it was funny.
Yeah.
I think after finishing it now, and I've replayed the last few episodes, a handful of scenes and times differently. My favorite scene in the entire anime is episode 11. Yep. Yeah. Against Igris the Blood Red. Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
The blood something.
Dude. Oh my gosh. When it reaches that ending scene, the music, he's screaming. It has like level up or shit like on the computer comes up all over. And then it has like a hand drawn kind of like really rough looking style that is just red in color.
Yeah. I love that type of animation.
So one of my favorite scenes in anime, for sure.
Yeah.
And the whole concept. And then coming off of it, I've been on Caleb's ass that this is an anime. It's not just peak for so many reasons.
Yeah.
But it's like made for me. You said over and over again. You and Reese both.
When I was watching
made for me.
I just knew it was made for you. I literally was like watching. I'm like, there were so many scenes where I was like, I wish I could show this to Sam right now, but it would be so much better. Like if you get there.
Yeah, I'm so glad I got that.
And even just
I'm so glad it exists.
The name Igris at the end, I was like, this is so Sam. Like it's literally like so Sam.
Yes, dude. And even especially how it ends. How the decisions he makes, understanding there's a system kind of happening, but taking it anyway. This in episode 11, that like version of himself appears, right? Which has that prod's infinite questions, right?
So interesting.
Yeah, for you specifically too, Johnny. Like this is just, it's so different in talking about the dynamic. What we were talking about in pregame of like 3. The dynamic of 3 is almost perfect for a video games or an anime with a grandier story, right? It's like Armin, Mikasa, and Eren, right?
Yeah.
That dynamic of the 3 of them and how different they are. 3 also, like, you can't nail everything in 3, so you can make a lot of fresh ideas, even if the main character has amnesia. You can make, like, a party of 3 is very impactful for a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
And this is shown in Xenoblade, too, right? Yeah, it's like Ryan.
That's how the game starts.
Exactly, bro.
That's how it usually starts.
And then having 3 games, 3 different, like, 3. 2, I think, is also powerful. And then there's 1.
Duo.
And I have never ever seen 1 executed in the way that solo leveling goes about 1. Goes about it's the whole name, right? Solo leveling. It's way more. It's almost like it's such. This is a meme as a statement, but it's like it's what SAO wished it was. Sword Art Online.
Totally.
But,
oh shit.
But if you have you seen SAO?
No. So
at all?
my brother was like really excited about it when he first heard about it.
Right. Okay.
Die Hard watched it.
Okay.
He fucking hated it.
Fucking, well,
Everybody, yeah.
you just can't help it. Even if you want to desperately, there reaches a point. It's not very far in. It's like episode 6.
Yeah.
Suddenly things are shifting in ways that you didn't really see coming because it's not relevant to anything that it's set up for. Right. With this world and the whole concept. It was a badass notion of Kirito is going at this whole thing solo. Like that's a huge pull because in the world we live in as something relatable, and I think as a man we do a lot of things solo. You got to figure a lot out. Absolutely. You're like watching this show or anime that has this main character figuring it out, and you're in his head about it with the psychology and things. And the way it's done in Solo Leveling is just peak. It's nothing short of perfect.
The voice acting is genuinely some of the best
I've
ever heard in anime.
Amazing.
Like a dub actor. He genuinely is putting up the performance of his lifetime. I'm not kidding. It's incredible.
Especially from, I'll say that this is dancing on a delicate issue, which is, I don't know if you have anything that you can think of for an example, but I have a lot because I feel like there's an anime trope almost, or even like a gaming anime trope of there is a main character that is going to go through significant growth. Like something like Zuko.
My Hero? Or...
But... yeah, My Hero for sure has these. So there's what I would call the whiny phase. Okay, life's not fair phase. The literally kicking and screaming baby phase. Zuko goes through this.
Went through that.
But it was almost set up like that's what would happen.
Oh, that's what you would expect.
That's what you would expect a lot longer than what you get. We get that for one episode at the most.
Never like that.
Yeah, but
he was weak. But the thing about him was he was weak, but he kept going.
Right,
he wasn't like crying about it.
And thank God for that. That's what I'm saying. Handling this role of it's almost like necessary for you if you're gonna start. And I mean that's the premise. The box art description is literally. Like this is the weakest hunter of all time.
Yeah, all time.
He's basically barely even a human because his job now is hunting, and he's the weakest. So, like, there's no hope, right?
Yeah.
And it's very impressive, and I absolutely in love with it. I absolutely
10 out of 10
10 out of 10 on so many things, man.
Yeah.
But originality, I have to give it. That's where it uniquely gets a 10.
Yeah,
because it is just very unique.
Yeah,
in the best ways.
I would say maybe not creature design.
Maybe not creature design,
or like the setup. The setup
beasts.
is not. Yeah, the setup is not really original, but that's not me trying to say...
No, for sure.
Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
like
if anything, bring me the counterpoints.
It's breaking the idea of what you'd expect from episode 1. Because we're talking about goblins, we're talking about spiders, we're talking about, traditional RPG.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Exactly that. But then it's like, how do you do a spin on that?
Right.
Okay, so then you learn that the whole system that we are introduced to is... surface level, right? Those dungeons and everything is surface level.
Yes.
And there's a lot more going on, and there's going to be a lot more going on. That's my favorite kind of story. I love
absolutely. There's a lot more going on here.
Yes.
Yeah.
So much more.
So I want to open up the floor then. Before
Do you mind
we
if we
kick off with the
real quick?
news. Yeah. Let's kick off with a piss session.
Yes. Let's
How
kick
about
off.
that?
Shake it twice.
Shake it twice, buddy. Sorry, guys.
Actual shit.
I swear it was.
What is?
You kept like tying it all together.
It was, man. It kept.
This
It
terminology.
was you guys, not me.
Wait, Johnny, come closer. Come a little closer. You have the quietest voice.
I do.
Yes. That's why it's closest to me so that it picks up Josh the least. And it's on this side for you, so it's closer for you. If you can bring it,
I just don't want to
Oh, yeah, that's perfect.
bump into the table, bro. That's my thing.
With your knees?
Because I always do this. I'm always like switching sides and whatnot.
Yeah, do you need me to raise the table a little more?
No, it's not. It's this.
It's like the
It's the leg.
Oh,
it's
it's
the leg.
the
It's not the
beam.
table itself.
I got you.
The beam.
Hey, by the way, I think we can absolutely record the podcast at Kendall's parents' when we live there.
Oh.
Just if you guys are down, that is a location we can use. Otherwise, the whole setup is portable, so.
Sure. Yeah.
And the desk is too. It's not that big.
I'm actually going to have my desk and everything set up in one of the rooms, like the one that's like right next to Kelly's. So yeah. So then, if you want to come out for a little Oasis day,
I'm gonna have to chill at the pool after that for sure.
Ooh, that'd be a little cold right now.
Right now, yes. Right now, yes.
I want to
But you know, if we're there in the springtime and it's getting warm, it'll be nice. So,
it'll be beautiful.
Guys, I wanted to open up the floor for anything y'all want to talk about for Gaming Catch-Up, the Rendezvous. Yeah, Joshy?
I have quite a couple.
I have
a good couple.
Let me hear.
Elephant in the room.
Okay.
I beat Xenosaga 3.
That's
What?
A lot of
Big.
shit, bro.
It's
That's a
big.
lot of shit.
It's
It
a big trunk, bro.
A huge trunk.
Yeah.
I won't give all of my thoughts yet because I want to have a whole episode. Genuinely a whole episode.
Still won't be all your
break
thoughts.
it down. Exactly.
Yes.
I want to break it down. I want to break down gameplay, everything, exploration.
Oh, yeah.
Even the cinematography.
Can I just have a quick, maybe, initial flash score?
Yeah.
Right? Which I feel...
Maybe not the score yet.
Oh, yeah. If you don't want to have the score yet...
I won't do the score yet because I think that's saved
Initial
for the
impression.
I think it's the best of the Xenosaga series by far.
You said this, though. You've said this.
I have said this. But
he also said leading up to it, you know, and something coming off of the series that was a big question for me was, when it finished, did you feel disappointed?
So check this out. I am so deeply satisfied.
Ooh.
It's almost as if there doesn't need to be another game. Very, very incredible ending. And if you have been following everything, which you guys have, I mean, you listen to
here.
You've been hearing it.
I'm here, buddy.
Both you guys.
And then I listened to it.
Everything we broke down about Pied Piper,
yes,
and everything that comes down to that idea, it has the best ending it could possibly have for the story it's telling, and I think that can go down to Pied Piper, which with everything we were talking about with the UMN, the control the humans have, the abuse that humanity will naturally put onto everything.
Everything.
And also
touches?
Yes, and also the idea of a Pied Piper, which is that the payment always comes, right? That idea. It's just an incredible
judgment of some kind.
It is an incredible ending that is very reminiscent of Takahashi's style of embracing the future and embracing the idea of walking your own path. And I think it was so beautiful. I'll say this now. It was so beautiful. The ending was so beautiful. For many, many times I was watching it with just tears coming out of my eyes. By the time the credits were rolling, I was already crying by the end, but by the time the credits were rolling, I was crying so hard. It was one of those games where you sit at the title screen for like 15 minutes after, and I was just crying. I was just crying because there was a lot of stuff. I devoted so much of my time to this series to truly comprehend it and see what Takahashi was doing, and it was so worth it. Like, it was one of those moments where I felt relief. I felt this pain of there's no more left. This is it. This is all that we have until Xenoblade 4 or whatever's coming after. But there was something so impactful about just sitting there and just reflecting. There were so many emotions I was feeling. I really haven't experienced that in an ending in a long time. Like, something that I'll say it now, one of the greatest experiences with a piece of media I've ever had.
Wow.
There's not a lot of times where just the idea of it being over is a part of the reason why I'm bawling my eyes out. Just this idea of reflection, how I will apply these ideas to my life. These characters are now gone, but they're with me forever. And this idea of, like, I am going to miss my friends. I'm going to miss these friends I made along this way. And so an emotional experience, to say the least. So I'll leave it at that until we get to the rest of it. I also want to say, just really quickly, I got caught up with Boruto, which I was talking to you a little bit about before.
Yes. Well, last night, you're kind of popping off.
I literally was like,
lot.
I was trying to even just convey how heavy and crazy this story gets. Like, it's not like, oh, the story of Naruto's son. It uses that as a kicking off point.
Yeah.
It uses the idea of this kid, he's had a good life, he's had everything really kind of given to him.
Change the perspective.
It does it in a way that's like the epicness of Seven Deadly Sins, where it's like, wow, we're going that crazy. Really, really good. Really, really good. I do want to say this now because I had this conversation with Anthony, who, by the way, listened to the episode where so shout out Anthony.
Shout out Anthony.
I'm going to send this to you, Anthony, when it comes out, because I do want to give out an apology. I really do. I think I misspoke, and I think I was speaking a little bit out of my head.
Sure.
My ass.
Yes.
Just a little bit.
Not to confuse the two.
I made the pretty controversial claim that anyone who hasn't watched Boruto doesn't like it, and anyone who has does. That is not true.
I was also on board.
Yes.
Okay. I'm not innocent.
You remember when we were talking about this? Yes.
Well, like I said, I think I literally said,
yes,
it's fun to hate on it just to hate it in the name alone.
And I was in that. Yes, I was in that idea as well. Anthony came to me.
Yeah. What do you have to say?
So he said, "This asshole." No, I'm just kidding.
This son of a bitch.
Fucker. No. He came to me and he was like, "I completely disagree with that because I was there when it first started coming out, and I was there, hyped." Here's just a cliff notes of what he said to me.
I want to hear it.
They released the Boruto movie before Naruto Shippuden was even done being animated.
Yeah.
Right? Which is obviously massive spoilers for the end of Shippuden.
Yes.
Where it's like, oh, okay, so I know who survives and who doesn't. That's okay. We'll allow that because it's like you're supposed to know the manga, whatever, right? And whatever, we'll let that slide.
I don't think you'd want to watch Boruto until you're Shippuden.
Until you're done with Shippuden. So already we're at a huge.
That's very controversial.
Very controversial, and even just an oversight from the creators, or even just an oversight from the running out of Boruto.
Yes.
The first episode contains this, and the beginning of the manga does too, contains this massive time skip that you see to Blue Vortex. Boruto has his scar. It's the furthest in the timeline we've ever seen, and he's fighting against his adopted brother, Kawaki, that I was telling you about last night.
Yes.
And they say some crazy stuff, like stuff where you're like, oh my god, how am I supposed to watch this? Like, that is the craziest cliffhanger you could ever have, and they don't do anything with it until they recently did with the Two Blue Vortex manga. I think that is... It's been 6 years. I don't think that's reasonable at all.
No.
You have 300 episodes of hinting at something to come and not utilizing that. Or not, why hint it if it's so far away?
Yeah.
We're talking 6 years.
So, yeah.
That's too much time. So I wanna formally apologize to Anthony while also saying thank you for bringing this to my attention, because in my opinion, with what you saw me today, I was watching some of the Boruto anime. That anime sucks. It really does.
Yeah.
It's nothing but filler with a couple canon scenes, and even those canon scenes are like horribly animated because it's a weekly show that, you know, the people who are creating it
just bump it out.
Yeah,
bro.
Studio
Give
Bear
me that printing money.
It's just not well done.
Yeah.
What I am a huge fan of, and what I've made this a case of, is the Boruto manga. And I will stand by the people who are hating. I will say, I think they have reasonable ideas from it. I think there's reasonable reason to not like what they have done with the brand of Boruto and the brand of Naruto. However, this story is extremely good.
Okay.
They started releasing it after the anime was even starting, so it's all like, it's the tightest, no filler.
Yeah.
It's 80 chapters of the original story, all necessary, and then so far only 15.
I remember you popping off on an episode. Pretty sure it was like 2 episodes, 2 official Flash Bros podcast episodes ago. Yeah. Really filling me in on why Boruto is... I mean, we were talking about it on the podcast, right?
Oh, it's absolutely.
And that's where I heard it from. So I understand Anthony correctly here.
Yes.
So he is a hater, but he is hating for the right reasons because he experienced it.
He watched much of Boruto, and it never week to week,
didn't get to the juicy
never
stuff.
Got to the good stuff.
Okay.
For 6 years to this point now, since Boruto has been a brand, since they released that first movie, which came out before the end of Naruto actually came out.
Got it.
He has been there. He hasn't watched all of it, obviously, because he gave up. He said, I will never be able to respect and like Boruto as a story because of my experience.
But you would say he's an outlier. Obviously, there's not that many Boruto watchers.
Actually,
well, I would say,
but coming off of Shippuden
Yes.
ending,
Yes.
if you're really there,
Yes.
because I'm not either, right? I haven't seen any Naruto,
Right.
but I can
Did you finish
especially
it?
from
No.
how
No,
big.
I got to right after Pain.
okay.
Okay.
And like I think Naruto actually brought everyone alive.
Yeah.
And
It's
I was
exactly-
like, hell yeah, Kakashi, dude.
it was
Holy shit.
So it was.
I was crying.
It was
dude. I was
Nagato,
crying.
the guy who had the Renegon with the
Yeah,
red
yeah,
hair that
yeah.
he talks to. He uses Rene reversal, which is, well, it sounds like fucking JJK again. But it brings
Red.
the souls that he killed back to the bodies from the way they are. So they still need medical attention.
So yeah,
but
honestly, I'm sure a lot of people were in that boat, right?
And
Like
that's
a
exactly my
lot,
point,
because you I know you were late to the Naruto game,
Very much
right?
so, yeah.
Yeah. So if anything, I mean it. I think if anything, it makes me happy to hear that.
Yeah.
It actually wasn't just the name.
Yeah.
That was a meme on
No,
Boruto.
absolutely.
No, Boruto actually did deserve a lot of flack coming off of one of the most famous
Popular
anime series
anime
and
of all
popular
time.
globally.
It's
yeah.
like second to One Piece. Yeah, no,
Literally.
So that I wanted to mention on the cast. I really wanted to make sure.
I appreciate that that ride in there,
Well,
Anthony.
that's what I was gonna say. I
Yeah.
appreciate that kind of like feedback so
Yes.
much because I'm not a
Like an
I'm not
omnipotent
exactly
anime boy.
exactly.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
understand.
You're not up to date to what's going on when it
If
came out.
someone exactly,
Yeah.
if I am behind on something when something came out, I will not understand it, and that's why I said those things because it doesn't make sense because this story is incredible. But what I'm doing is reading the manga.
Oh yeah.
Not all
Oh yeah.
regular Naruto watchers read manga, try to distinct what's different between the anime and the manga. So I have come to this conclusion that anime is bad. It's really bad. It was handled horribly. The point that I wish is that people would give it the manga some grace because
Oh, yeah.
the manga is very disconnected
Is
from.
there someone out there with like a watch list that would
They would be
break
able
it
to.
through?
So it's fucked beyond belief. It's beyond just
I
filler.
mean, it sounds like it's 300 episodes of garbage.
There is anime. So this is how they had to break it down because Boruto's so fucked. There's manga canon,
Okay.
anime canon, and filler. If you ever look up anything, certain things in the anime for Boruto are canon to the anime of Boruto, not to the canon of the manga. And there's certain things that are canon to the manga of Boruto that are canon to the
hate this.
anime, but also canon to the manga.
No.
So
there's no
already-
such thing as two canons.
That's the shit about this. It's horribly done,
Bro.
So I can respect
It
that.
literally defeats the purpose of canon.
What are we even talking?
What
about?
are we
It's like
even
what are we
Actually,
about?
you're not talking about nothing.
No, we're not.
It's
You're right.
actually what you're
I'm
talking
like, unless there's some crazy
We're not talking
multiversal
this.
convergence.
Or this.
Yeah.
We're talking about this.
Imagination.
So yeah, I just wanted to say that now, but I also wanted to back it up by saying, well, first off, thanks Anthony.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so
Anthony.
much, and thank you for listening and doing all that. Such a good homie.
Yeah,
he
thanks
needs to
for
come over soon.
existing.
Seriously,
I love that guy.
But I also want to say, to any of those out there who are curious about Boruto, do not watch the show. If you have any curiosity at all, the manga is fantastic.
The manga.
It is
Keep it there.
fantastic.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is seriously and allowing it to be its own story. That's why I was saying I hope they just move on to Two Blue Vortex. I hope they make Two Blue Vortex have a little recap of what's happening and move on to that story. Hopefully.
So it's not animated at all?
Not at all. So
Okay.
they still have a couple
Got it.
arcs that aren't animated from the
original bro.
the original, the original Boruto. So yeah.
Okay. Let's actually just kind of wrap our
Unless you had
rendezvous
something
with
you-
Johnny.
yeah.
I would love
I
to
just
know
been playing Pal World.
Pal
I'll
World.
be honest.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So,
Dude, you
okay.
didn't tell me any
No,
of that.
Actually, he mentioned
What
this
the
last
fuck?
week when you went to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I think this is perfect. I want to hear your hot
Huh?
take coming off of how much Joshy has raved about this game.
You fucking what are you
He is
hiding things from me?
literally. Actually, yeah. That's what this whole episode's about. We are hiding
Yeah.
all the power. We've been
I
playing
did.
together, actually. We got a
Fuck
whole.
you. Fuck you, you're lying. I know you're lying.
Just like,
We have a whole
fucking
server.
Shut the
It's
fuck
called
up.
the anti.
No! I'm just kidding. That'd be cool if you guys did, but I'd be pissed if I was.
I'll be
not
pissed
invited.
though.
okay.
Yeah. So
So break
I'm
it down.
not that far into it.
Okay.
Okay, I'm
What's-
level 18.
18. So what tier have you just? You
I'd
got
say,
any
like,
guns yet or
Crossbow,
musket?
but the fire crossbow. now.
Fire crossbow's good.
Yeah.
Fire crossbow's really good. You have about, I think, you're at 15 or you said 18
Out of 60?
out of 55.
55.
Yeah, 55. They just
Okay,
added
okay.
5 more. Hopefully 60 soon.
Hopefully, dude.
If they don't get sued out of their ass by Nintendo.
Fuck you.
Wait, was it when that
Pokemon
that
sucks.
Shadow Queen was dropped? That's when they did 55?
No, that was kind of like an update before Bella
Bella Noir.
Noir.
Yeah.
Boy.
Got you,
You
bro. I
remember
got
some
you.
pal
That's
names,
right,
dude?
dude.
So
I got
so
the
what-
PAL decks up on
yeah, buddy.
He's
So-
like looking at it. He's like, man, these are all cool.
So where are you at? Have you fought anything or?
I took out. Okay, so as I've been going through the map, I kind of like. I just used my first base to give me like the initial first stuff.
Sure.
And then my second base is now by like an ore area where I can just start refining.
Perfect.
Dude.
Ore. So
Refining ore. And
Yeah, that's
also
sick.
You
Yeah.
can leave your pals at your base to mine ore if they have the.
Yeah. And that's my main right
That's
now.
it.
So
There you go. Where's
those
that at?
I don't even. It's like red trees and shit.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. I
and
had
it's like
a.
off to the left.
Yep,
and shit.
I had a
right after
base
the
there.
bridge, bro.
I
Right
had
after
a
the bridge.
base there for the longest time, dude.
Yeah.
Where
It's
there's
a
like
solid spot.
Exactly.
yeah, there's like a bridge, and then there's like a caged pal with a bunch of guys.
Yeah,
around
and then
it.
after
and then
that.
after that,
Yeah.
I had a
You're
base
off
at
to
the
the left.
exact spot,
Yeah.
literally off to the
So-
You
left.
see it off in the
Okay.
embankment, you're like, holy shit, look at all that.
That's
So
right.
coming
It
off
was
of
good.
what you've
It
heard
was
from
good.
Joshy on this game, like what's like your thoughts? You obviously like it because you keep going back to it.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. I mean, I wish I had more time to dedicate like a good.
Mhm.
Like, I like playing games where I could put at least like 2 to 3 hours in a day.
Heard.
right? That's me playing my game. Now, me jumping on for an hour is like me just filling in time.
Sure.
But
Yeah. Well, I feel like with Power World, it seems like it's one of those games too where you
It's-
kind of ramp up.
it's never-
You need like 15 minutes to kind of like get in the zone of all the like. Okay, what was I doing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Where's my base at? Like, what's my current objective? Like, there's a lot to kind of like take in how you're gonna play.
honestly,
for the next hour?
I'm playing this game as like, you know, like how I told you, like the third time or second time I play a video game, it's like me walking through and thoroughly enjoying it. I'm doing that with the world.
Real.
I am all for
it's
that.
a huge world.
It is.
Yeah,
It's
it's
And I haven't
beautiful.
gone that
It is.
far into it. Like, I've honestly, like,
massive.
I've passed, like, quite a few biomes. And, like, I've
Yeah.
even gone to, like, areas where it's, like, level 40s.
Mhm.
And I'm like,
Some
yeah,
scary
obviously,
dudes
if
there.
I fuck anything,
Yeah.
try to fuck with anything, it's
Yeah.
killing me.
Yeah.
Do you know what your party setup is? What you have going on?
I have, the Chill Weasel.
Oh,
I got the boss. though.
Yeah. Oh, the Chillet.
Yeah, the Chill.
Yeah,
I got
Chillet.
him.
Yeah.
I got Nightwing as my main transport.
Nice,
And then
nice,
I
nice.
was using Direwolf
Direwolf.
as my first mount.
He's like the best mount at the
Direwolf.
beginning. Yeah. The
Yeah.
black one with the
Yeah.
yeah.
and
that
then
was Direwolf.
what else do I have? I just actually hatched like
Daydream.
yeah. I have
Have you
one of
seen?
those.
Have you seen? Okay,
I have
so
one of those.
that early game. There's a collar you can craft for it. You
Yeah,
know
I
how
have,
they'll
like,
have like
5 of them because I
Yeah.
can make them work at night. so I
yeah
switch
yeah
my slaves over.
exactly.
You know, dude.
Yeah, that's how we
The
do.
slaves.
Dude, I'm so happy you're playing, bro.
Yeah.
I really do love that game so
Yeah,
much.
it's
Yeah.
fun.
So
it's fun.
Yeah, that's
I
stellar.
wish the only thing I wish it was like I wish it had a little more of depth to like there's a lot of material in the game to collect and stuff, but like more complex material.
Like more complex for
Like think
crafting.
of Minecraft.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Different versions of ore
Right,
or you
right,
know
right.
stuff like that.
I absolutely agree with you. What I will say is that when you start getting into guns and crafting extremely heavy stuff like that,
Yeah.
you're gonna wish there was less.
I mean,
Because you have to craft a lot of the thing that they do is ore is the base.
yeah,
For now.
yeah,
Until you have to start smelting those ores with different materials.
okay.
And that becoming, you using those things. So, but I agree with you from that point.
I feel
at
like
the
it's just
beginning,
very,
especially.
very tame.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
rocks,
Yeah,
sticks.
yeah,
Yeah, wood. Give me some wood.
yeah, yeah. Every
You got
survival
cloth,
game
yeah.
kind of does it.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
Especially at the beginning, but that's
Like a
also
looter shooter
Yeah.
vibe.
Yeah.
No. Like just
Like,
the simplicity.
Yeah,
of
like
the raw materials.
Like how
Yeah.
in Minecraft it's kind of you start off and there's a lot of things to collect.
But you're only getting like the first things that you're
Yeah.
getting. You're like you can kind of see the structure of the game.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
I see.
I'm still
Yeah.
in the forefront of it, obviously, but like I can see the structure of where it's at.
It switches up though at some point. I'll tell you, it's
I'm
like
sure it keeps doing it.
and that's the part that I love about it so much is that when you think you're used to which materials you should be really, shooting for, you're not.
You're not.
Get to
I
that
kind of
point.
wish that there was more, like just nerf it a little bit. Where if you leveled up, they gave you like a few more like technology points. Personally,
I completely agree with that.
bro.
Technology
Please.
points. I'm like.
Hey,
I'm
Power
literally
World.
like sometimes I'm leveling up just so I can get some shit off.
Or you're
the
finding
fucking-
like a fast travel point just to get 1 point. You're
Yeah.
I'm like, come on,
Please.
But that is where bosses come in.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
Bosses are, and that's why you gotta really get your shit up. And I will say too, one thing I wish I abused early game a lot more is catching 10 of those pals, or it's 11, I think. Have you been doing that?
No. I did do the first 5 with
The first 5,
lambs. Yeah.
So with Lamball and like all those guys, you should do that with all of them. Once you get enough, the amount of XP it will give you is second to none.
Yeah.
It's like the way to catching pals and then using them for shit. But like hitting that initial achievement for each pal, 11 off the gate, so worth it. So worth it.
My man.
Empty.
Oh, true. Are you down to grab me another beer? Do you want to?
Sure. If there's one left, yeah.
Well, there's more than one.
Need a 4 Loco?
Yeah. Would you grab me a 4 Loki?
Okay, so we got
Raspberry
raspberry, and we got
and a peach.
Who
Give him the
wants-
raspberry. I'll take peach.
Alright.
Are you down with that? Should we
You know I am.
cheers? Should we cheers? Should we cheers?
Should
3,
cheers.
2, 1. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but
Spicy.
Cheers.
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 To the boy.
cheers.
To the boys.
To Power World.
To Brawl World, man.
We're
All right.
from-
But yeah,
Guys.
Power World's awesome.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's
I'm happy you're playing.
me too. I'm excited to hear more updates, especially because that's on my Black Friday list. Picking that up. So, guys, Black Friday is only a couple weeks away.
It is.
But you know what's right now?
What is right
This is
now?
our first official segment, Josh. Do you know what it is?
Oh, it's. Are we singing?
We are singing. Are you
Jogging
down?
along.
Yes. Let's hit it.
Do you want to stick with the same theme song?
I mean, we can switch it up. I don't care.
I don't care either.
I'm not too married to anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I kind
Besides-
of want to be married to Newsflash in some form.
Yeah, in some way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how we do it though.
I think you guys should pre-record a really cool newsflash song
So
with
we
you-
thought about
with your
it.
voiceover, and then when you're ready to start the segment, edit it in,
We just be like
and then fade your voice back into it.
something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I think it's ready.
I think so that'll
let's
keep
do
you
it
guys
right now.
as consistent as possible.
I agree.
A little more
Jinx.
editing, but you kind of have to watch what we have to
Oh,
say.
dude,
anyway.
no. And the
have to
editing,
make sure
the
of it.
editing's fun. So it's never about that. No, I was just genuinely curious if you were married to the intro song. But let's.
I mean,
kick
I like
off.
it a lot.
Let's do it anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's do it.
sounds great.
Let's
Ready?
do it.
We got the news
Newsflash.
Newsflash. Newsflash. Oh
Hey,
yeah.
hey.
Give me news.
Newsflash.
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 I really got some news.
Newsflash. Newsflash. Newsflash.
Oh, you know. I imagine one of those
Yeah.
newsflash. Guys, we're here with the news. I'm gonna actually keep it a little silly for the newsflash today
Little
because I
silly.
feel like the biggest headline is going to be our main topic. It is going to be the discussion of the nominees for Game of the Year.
That's right.
Obviously, then even putting in our own personal Game of the Year.
Yes.
Regardless of whatever. There's also, I think we should add it with the predictions because there is always the late entry that is going to be after this episode of Player's Choice.
That's right.
So that'll be player voted. It could be any game from this year. Before we get there, though,
Yes.
I do have an article that I thought just from the title alone was enough to draw me in to bring it up today. Okay,
can't
so our headliner
Excited.
is actually, before we get to the headliner, I should say that it is Tuesday, November 19th,
That's right.
2024. Weather report. All right,
Record it.
is amazing.
It's been so nice.
It's been cold as hell. What are you talking about?
I love the
Oh
cold. It's just
my
cold as
gosh.
fuck, bro.
Look
I
at
love
this,
the
guys.
cold.
Look at how beautiful this is on
on.
our 7-day forecast.
Dude.
Today's high of 68, a low of 44.
Come on.
It's gonna be
And
70 tomorrow.
It's
bro.
7:45 p.m. and it's currently 57 degrees.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me. I felt
Bless
that
you.
one coming, man. It has been peak. And we're all working outside right now, so you guys know.
Exactly right.
So, the article from IGN today is titled, "You'll be able to buy Obsidian's RPG Avowed with World of Warcraft Gold. 1.3 million gold at today's prices."
What?
Microsoft has just announced its launch plans for Obsidian's brand new RPG Avowed, including a surprise release being on Blizzard's Battle.net platform. Okay. The release date is set for February 18th, 2025. And the Battle.net launch is really, I'm just kind of paraphrasing here, but it's the most interesting part because it means you'll be able to buy the game with gold obtained in World of Warcraft. Here's how it works. WoW tokens can be exchanged for Battle.net balance, i.e. real money. Okay. Not just game time, which means players can indirectly buy anything Blizzard sells for real world money with their in-game gold. The rest of the article is just kind of more info on the reality, but I just want to talk about and bring up how silly that is.
That's crazy.
Dude, do you know what that means?
What?
That is cross-platform monetization.
It is cross-platform monetization.
That's
That'd be like
very
buying
interesting.
gems in Brawl Stars and using in like Clash Royale
Right, right.
Yeah.
because it's made by the same. But this is not even made by Blizzard.
No,
That's
this.
what's
that's
fascinating.
This is weird.
This
I mean,
really,
it is
really
Blizzard
weird.
and Obsidian is also owned by Microsoft now.
That has everything to do with it.
So-
It absolutely is. Yeah,
Yeah.
especially
Microsoft
because it
being
was their own
Microsoft.
announcement.
Microsoft.
Yeah,
It's all
especially,
those Xbox
it's like
games
almost
now.
pushing,
Right.
like
Trying.
the cross-platform like barriers going down more and more.
That's right.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy.
That is crazy.
well,
That's
I
kind
do-
of a hilarious idea.
Isn't that
though,
hilarious?
Because
It's
it
crazy.
reminds me of a meme that I saw where it was like it was this guy on he was like on Game Facts or something. He was asking, he was like, "Hey, does anyone know how to transfer my GTA 5 balance to like my bank account?"
Please.
I was like, "How can I transfer
How can I?
my
Please.
in-game money to my
That's fucked up.
bank account?" I'm
Well,
like,
I have a secondary footnote here,
Ooh.
okay, which is some Black Friday deals
Yummy.
that Nintendo has announced that are official. So for anyone looking for any of these games,
Let's
including Tears of the Kingdom,
Hey,
might be interested in this.
Hey,
list. So, speaking of Tears of the Kingdom, the physical version will be $40 at Target and $50 digitally. I think that's really weird.
That's $10
Personally.
cheaper, even though
no,
it's
it's
not.
technically 20. They have it listed for 70 on the.
And you don't
eShop.
get the physical thing. That
Nope.
pisses me off.
Yeah, why is the physical cheaper?
Yeah.
Weird.
Probably because of marketing. I don't know.
'cause they don't wanna
Probably.
do it
Super
anymore.
Mario Maker 2, Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Ooh.
That's huge because that never goes on sale.
Never.
Pikmin 4, Kirby and the Forgotten Land,
Pick it up, everyone.
Wow.
and the physical version of Nintendo Switch Sports are all going to be $40.
What a weird. What a weird.
Very interesting.
Yeah. Why only?
Super Mario Odyssey and the Pikmin 1 and 2 pack will both be $30. Accessories, those are the only games, by the way, that they've announced.
Dude, that is
Uh,
so funny because Nintendo is so
They're so
stingy,
stickler,
They're
bro.
so stingy.
The-
Mario Odyssey
Pikmin
came out
this
like
is
6
two-
years ago.
Ah.
Pikmin
Isn't that
1 and
crazy?
2 came out like 20 years ago, and they're like, "Yeah, $30. Hey,
Yeah,
we'll,
$30
we'll throw you a
here,
deal,
bro."
buddy."
Remember this game we came out with a long time ago?
Yeah, this GameCube game.
This game.
I think the most interesting thing to note is they always have like some special edition bundle with a console they
That's
throw in.
right. Yeah, did they?
So they have announced what these are.
Oh.
So they have one that is the the Switch OLED version with Mario Kart 8
Yeah.
for $349. It's still the same price. You're just getting a game for free.
It is good. I mean, it's a good price for a system.
You're getting a free game.
Costco,
one of the best games.
But it is one of the best. It is the best.
Yeah. Costco has a sale right now where it's the OLED with remote hard case, and it comes with Mario Kart 8.
For how much?
And 2 years of online as well.
Oh,
That's like 100 or
100.
Whoa, Johnny. Sources there, pal.
I'm in the 100s range, all right?
Right.
So we're talking about like I think it was like $350.
Okay.
It wasn't that bad.
I see.
Not bad.
No,
Not bad.
300?
It's definitely not an OLED, though.
I think it was.
No way.
Yeah,
300.
because it was bigger than the stock one. It looked different.
Was it white?
Yeah.
It might be.
No, it might be.
Could be.
It might be.
I mean, it's been what, like 4 years?
They're saying if you're willing to wait, on November 24th, Target will release their OLED bundle and standard bundle, and the OLED will be $274. That's
insane.
a really good deal.
Wow, these are gonna go for Christmas.
Yeah,
Okay, people are.
$225 for the base Switch.
This
bundle.
is weird though. No, you don't think it bodes well for Switch 2 or?
I
they're
think
just trying
that
to
this is
sell
a
more
last ditch effort.
Yeah.
Before the Switch.
Like the final.
Get
This
rid
is-
of all
this
of
is
them.
literally-
Get rid of all of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
I also think this is not their digital sales, and Nintendo in the past has actually had some really good Black Friday digital sales.
Especially for some indie games.
Yes,
I have picked
dude.
up many. Let me ask you something though, real quick.
Yes.
So when it comes to just, okay, never mind. I might have to save this for a different discussion. It sounds like with the fact that they're still pushing Switch.
And it comes with a card too.
Holy shit!
$400.
That is absolutely an OLED with
Hard
a
case.
a hard case, an SD card, and a
12
That's
months.
year.
A year of online, bro. For $400. That's not bad.
That's it. Not bad. That's amazing.
Yeah.
256
Gigs.
a micro, dude.
Yeah, it's a crazy bundle.
I spent like, whatever.
I'd say almost 1,000 for all the shit I've gotten for Jade for random shit for her
Absolutely.
Switch.
At least, bro.
This
And
was
that by itself.
that was like I spent like 150 on like a 300
Yeah.
gig one. That could run you like $30.
Mat and cleaning kit.
Yeah.
That's a good ass deal. I seen it yesterday
good.
when I was at Costco.
Screen protector too, by the way.
Oh,
Comes with a screen protector.
look at that.
If we're following these.
Well, I need to piss my pants.
I do need to piss my
If you
pants,
want to
yeah.
ask me the question when you get back, you can. Otherwise, we're just going to go to the main topic.
no, I'll just ask you right now.
Yeah.
You think the Switch and the Switch 2 are gonna be a part of the same like ecosystem?
Yes.
What do you mean? You mean like they're going to come out with a game and it will work on both?
Yes.
No, I don't think so.
Well, I don't know about that. What I'm saying is like.
What is good, my friends? Welcome once again to the official Flash Brothers podcast.
Welcome
This
in.
weekly show is essentially two best friends sharing casual discussions centered around our collective interests. Wouldn't you say, Josh?
I would say that's completely correct. In fact, I would say that's really well said.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you, brother. We got a blend, a perfect blend, you might say. A spicy blend of retro and modern topics framed around our collective, diverse interests.
That's right.
Often gaming and anime.
I
but
would say-
we pretty much talk about anything.
We will talk about everything.
Yes.
Everything that we want to.
Yes,
Right?
This is a very personal show,
Oh,
I would say,
absolutely.
Joshy. Our focus is set, however, on spreading positivity, positive vibes
right.
within the duality of our informal yet comprehensive and informative content.
That's
We like
right.
to keep it cash, but we also like to go deep. And I think you and I, with the passion we have
yeah.
on things,
Yeah.
we're deep divers.
I was gonna say that's almost. I would say that's an important part of the show. No,
Yes.
that's
Oh,
a
yeah.
it's a deep dive into everything that we like to do. Everything.
It's essential, man.
Yeah.
While also having a dream, Josh, of building a vibrant community where you, at home, can become a part of the crew.
That's right.
Joshy, our episodes drop
Yes.
every Saturday at 5 a.m. with pregame dropping 24 hours in advance.
gosh.
I will say this is a loose schedule,
Yes.
obviously time forbid, and this is a two-man team.
That's right.
So that's the goal every week.
Yeah.
Available everywhere.
Perfect.
So personally, I like to use Spotify.
Me personally, I use YouTube
Yes.
music.
Joshy, someone might be wondering out there how they might become a part of said crew.
That's a great thing to wonder.
How they could join the community.
That's right. Join
Yeah.
the fleet. Well,
we would
wonder no
say-
further, right?
Yes. Questions, comments, theories, discussions, and more.
And
Can be written in, my friends.
Yes, sir.
Patreon.com/FlashRosePodcast, where you will receive direct updates, Discord access, and you can sign up and see our very special gold tier sponsorship.
Gold tier sponsors.
Gold tier sponsor, you might be asking.
Yes.
What is this, Josh?
That's a great question because I'm honestly wondering that.
Yeah,
We've been
well-
doing this for a minute, but I've never asked.
Well,
Honestly. I should have.
I have an answer for you, buddy.
Good. It's about time.
It is a list of our VIP crew. Yes, there's unique perks here with special recognition during each episode, access to all of our exclusive premium content available through we've got 2 miniseries right now.
That's right.
Still growing.
That's right.
And all of our Patreon only posts directly through the website. The ability to directly DM us through Patreon, as well as even send us a text message if you know us personally.
Absolutely.
Exclusive channel access within our Discord community server, and there's also a link on our Patreon, and it's absolutely free to join. And a membership lock-in.
Oh my gosh,
which
wait.
means there's a permanent subscription price for you.
Are you talking about like forever, or you're
Forever.
talking about like for the next couple of years?
No.
Oh, you're talking about
I'm
forever.
saying if you signed up today, $5 a month, pay that forever.
Forever.
In fact,
Yeah.
even if we all understand money issues. If your card declines, even if you get a new card,
Yeah,
you forgot to
new card.
update it on Patreon. Oh no! Patreon is so dope in that it's
Yes.
not one of those sites that'll just cancel.
Right.
You have to hit cancel
yourself.
manually.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
right,
So
that's right.
unless you cancel,
Yes.
you'll pay it forever.
Well, thank goodness.
Thank goodness. But Joshy, what if I don't want to sign up for anything?
I think that's a pretty reasonable thing, me personally. I think that that's something that you could probably get away with not wanting to do.
I would
So-
say it's absolutely okay.
Right. So
Yes.
help me out here. Let's say I don't want to. What are you
Flash
gonna do?
Bros Podcast at gmail.com. Simply send us an email, or even easier, if you check out each episode on Spotify, there's a Q&A
Oh, yeah.
or comment, and you can leave whatever you want directly on that post. Come directly to us.
I think that sounds perfect.
Hey,
in
man.
fact, I'm typing it in right now. I'm going to email you at this very second.
Test it out,
I'm testing
baby.
it.
Your support, my friends, means genuine growth for this podcast and our community. And Josh and I are all about that love. So we love you guys. Thank you for being a part of all of this with
That's
us.
right.
We couldn't do it without you.
We literally are nothing without you guys. You guys are the lifeblood of this whole idea that we have going. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Right?
I know exactly what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying.
I think it's bullshit the Shadow the Erdtree's on this.
Yeah.
I completely agree.
Because you wouldn't see Future Redeemed on this list.
Nope.
Are you serious?
Nope. You also, I'm pretty sure in the past there have not been
DLC. Wasn't there a DLC category?
I thought so.
That's bull.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
bull.
pissed.
I think we should demand our money back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Start
Tom
Revolution.
Clancy. No, what's his name?
Tom Clancy.
Not
Yeah.
Tom Clancy. What's the name of the guy who runs these?
Build
Aardvark.
Phil Collins.
No, he did the Tarzan soundtrack.
He did.
To
I was like, wait, what do you
one
want to say?
family.
Trust your heart.
Let faith decide.
To guide his life. Get the xylophone.
Yeah. Destroy the camp.
Destroy the
Best
camp. I love the theme song.
So
Bro.
good.
Phil Collins, he went too
He went
hard. All right,
crazy.
no. I'm with you. Let's
What's
reel
his
in.
name?
Jesus,
Who
what-
runs this?
Who runs this? This is dude. What is the guy's name? It's so iconic.
Oh,
Philip.
No,
No.
it's not Phil.
no.
It's not. No, we can't look it up. We're getting it. Fuck. Who is this guy?
He's from G4, right? Is he?
Huh?
Isn't he from G4?
What
What's G4?
is you for?
What? You don't know what G4 is?
That was my question.
Wait, hold on.
Oh my god. You don't know what G4 is?
Wait, I just wanted to make a joke.
Jeff Keighley?
Jeff Keighley.
It's literally Jeff Keighley.
Yeah.
It's Jeff Keighley.
Attaboy. Extra
Jeff,
points.
how do we forget, bro?
Ah! What was that?
All right.
That.
What a legend.
So Jeff Keighley.
Jesus.
Do you need me to do the list, or do
No,
you guys got a
no.
lock?
No,
No.
I'm locked.
Okay,
locked.
let's lock in our answers right now. What do you got, Johnny?
The last one, the Persona 3
Ooh.
kind of style.
Metaphor.
Wow,
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Fantasio.
Yeah, that's a great answer.
I love I didn't even watch any playthroughs of it, but I watched a few reviews, and the art style of that game's up my alley. And I'm a sucker for a simple but awesome RPG.
You know what? I'm gonna reiterate the rules right now,
Okay.
just in case it wasn't super clear to you, Johnny, because like I'm getting a lot of personal vibes for this Metaphor game, which I'm with you.
Oh, okay.
But we are making, so our audience knows, an
like a
official
prediction.
predictions of the winners, not what your personal take is. We will get there at the very end.
My
okay?
bad.
No. So I want to make
won't
sure.
forget this time.
I want to make sure you know we are also doing a point system because this is a competition.
Okay.
So when the Game of the Year awards
Happens.
drop,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Which,
yeah.
by the way, I have the date here. It's going to be December 12th. Okay. We are going to make an episode following December 12th, and we will tally up and see who the
I was
winners
doing
are.
it off of like if I was voting, like if
Exactly.
I went online and voted.
If you were to go, which by the way you
User's
should,
choice.
because everyone gets 2 votes,
That's
or
right.
I think it's like 5. You can
Yeah, you could
literally
put them. Yeah.
multiple times. Yeah.
Multiple.
So that aside,
yeah.
and so the audience knows, and so everyone at home, you know, Mikey, if you want to pull out pen and paper, you want to remember what your own nominations are. You can let us know if you kick our ass. The way the points work.
Yep.
And we'll reinstate this when we get into the actual the gameplay of the competition episode, okay? When we wrap this up about a month from now. But the way the points work is your initial vote right now is going to be worth 3 points, okay? Actually, the Game of the Year category should be a little more. I think it's going to be worth 5 points for the
Because
Game of
it's
the
the-
Year.
The game of the
Yes.
year. It's the
Then-
name of the game.
Yeah.
The way we played last year, we each had 2 votes for what we were doing, and we had the secondary vote be worth 1 point and the main vote be 3. I think to keep the fun nature of the game, and with 3 of us playing, just thinking in terms of speed here, I think we all get 1 vote, and it's worth 3 points for every category except for Game of the Year. That's worth 5.
Okay.
We down?
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah.
it. So,
Did I win last year? I can't
you won last
Oh,
year.
yeah,
Yes,
you
you
did.
did.
You-
You've
yeah,
won
Sam
actually
didn't
most
win shit.
competitions.
Sam
Yeah.
didn't win shit.
I was down in the gutter. I actually thought I was close, and then I realized I miscalculated. I was dramatically behind you.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yes, sir. So, let's
Let's redo that.
recenter.
Game of the
to
Year.
you, Johnny.
Run them down really quick.
Yeah,
One more
run it
time.
down. Astrobot,
Yeah.
Balatro,
Okay.
Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring Shadow of the Earth Tree, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and Metaphor.
Oh, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth
You're-
is going to be the winner.
Rebirth.
Yes.
Okay. Heard. Locked in. We for the sake of the order, you guys are going to be alternating who's starting every time. By the way.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Fair.
now we're going to jump to Joshy. What do you got?
I have this a feeling. I'm almost certain I know what's gonna win. It's gonna be Black Myth Wukong.
Black Myth.
Really?
Yeah, there is a almost a trend when it comes to these style of games. And I know we have a From Software apparently allowed to be on here, even though it's DLC.
Yeah.
But Black Myth Wukong is a monumental moment in gaming in general. It's the first ever AAA Chinese game to ever be pushed like this. Incredible reviews.
I'm pretty sure it's the first ever to be in
To ever
the
be-
nominations list.
to ever be
for,
made. It's the first. Yeah.
like AAA. Oh yeah,
AAA.
no,
But
you're right. I see
yeah,
what you're saying.
So yeah, just a huge deal. It's too
Huge.
big of a deal for. I feel like I know Jeff Keighley too well. The kind of games they look at, what they like, what they see.
Well, that's interesting. You
I
forgot
just
his
have a-
name. So how well do you
I
know
know
this
him
guy,
too
huh?
well that I don't even care about it. No, I'm
I
going
just
with
know his
Black
taste,
Man.
you know,
I
his
know what he
sporting
likes. I know what he likes.
Yeah,
Could I countershoot it just a sec though?
Sure.
Wouldn't you think the combination of the Elden Ring games DLC and Black Myth Wukong be the same group of people almost?
Here's what I'll say though.
You would
This-
think.
this is what
That
you
would
would
be pulling
expect.
votes out of each other.
But the truth of the matter is, From Software's new DLC game is not changing the game, if that makes sense. We are not at a monumental change here. Right?
I feel like
it's
I've heard
an
more
extension
about that than I did Black Myth Wukong.
and that's entirely possible.
Yeah.
I also felt a couple years back that I heard much more about Last of Us Part 2 than I did Thor Ragnarok. Then I heard about
what is it?
God of War
God of
Ragnarok.
War, right?
and yet
yeah.
God of War Ragnarok came out on top.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of things like that. It went up against Elden Ring. I heard way more about Elden Ring than God of War Ragnarok. God of War Ragnarok got Game of the Year.
I'm also going to be completely real here from last year and us doing this, okay? Because
Yeah.
this isn't our first rodeo now, Johnny.
Yeah.
Hi-Fi Rush won over half the nominations
hell is
last
Blew
year.
our balls
Which
away.
I had never heard of Hi-Fi Rush
never heard.
before we did the nominees.
It's
so.
the same thing with that game. The other one.
Bellagio or Bellagio?
Bellagio.
Yeah, Bellagio.
Bellagio.
Yeah. I have
Bellagio.
no idea what Bellagio or Bellagio is, bro.
Bellagio's the ex-New York mayor during COVID.
Okay, just for the
Thank goodness we
sake
finally know.
of, in fact, I think the way we should go about it too is because I'm sure anyone at home too, they probably are wondering the same thing. Okay,
Yeah.
if we're coming on the games list and you guys want to know more about a game because you have no idea, let me know. We'll look it up and we'll figure it out live. Okay. So I'll start that right now with Bellagio, just because I have no idea what this game is. Okay, so it looks like some kind of. It's on Steam.
I heard someone
and
say
Switch, and it's on everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was a guy on TikTok who literally was like, "This game, like, don't download it because it is one of the most addicting games."
Oh, it's on your phone too.
Yeah,
it's on
I've
everything.
heard it's actually really good.
So this is like some card game looking thing.
Game of the year?
Yeah, I wouldn't put
That's
it.
how dry this
That's-
year's been. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Yeah.
But you just said you can't put it down. And there is something
that's
to
a guy,
say.
A guy said that.
Okay, a guy said that.
That's right.
And there's something to say about a game experience, no matter what it is, whether it be Tears of the
You're
Kingdom.
not wrong.
Or
You
a
can't
card
put it
game.
down. Brawl Stars,
Brawl Stars is after the
pretty good.
Yeah, pretty
good.
good. Absolutely.
Okay, well, I will wrap then the category Game of the Year with I am going to put Metaphor. Not for all the personal reasons.
Didn't you just
because-
shit on him for putting it on?
No, I did.
Fuck you, guy.
That's right. I'm taking yours and
I wanted
shove
it.
bro. No.
I wanted it.
Two reasons. I think it's most fun if we're all different, and I think I was on the fence of that in Rebirth.
Yeah.
But I have seen Atlas pull this out before, and I think they can do it.
With which one?
Maybe it's because I'm a diehard Atlas fan, but I
You
wanted
went personal with it too. What the fuck?
no for sure.
This feels like a little bit of come on.
Let me.
Come on, bro.
No, you're right.
He's like,
So,
whoa, Johnny, change your
This is
answer.
a personal
I want
attack
that one.
on Johnny.
It's all good, Sam. I'm just fucking.
I
with you.
just want
I'm not.
Atlas to win, dude.
Serious.
That's it. They're my favorite football team. Come on.
True.
I just want him to make it to the Super Bowl this year. I
got
want
you.
him. And they've made it to the Super Bowl before. Was it Persona 5 and Persona 5 Royal both made the Game of the Year nominees?
They did.
Neither of them made it, dude.
Nope.
They won categories, but it's time they win.
I think they got.
And I think
best
Metaphor is
music,
the one
too.
to do it.
I think they got best music that year.
Yeah,
They
I was
did.
gonna say, I think
They
they'll. Yeah.
Maybe even best narrative.
Perfect.
But
I
yeah.
think we all got that.
Perfect. Okay, guys.
Perfect.
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 Let's move down. then.
Perfect.
Shall we? Our next category is Best Game Direction.
Ooh.
We have Astrobot, Balatro, Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring Shadow of the Earth Tree, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth,
What a
and
choice.
Metaphor Refantasio.
What
The
a
exact same
choice.
list.
What a choice.
What a
What
choice.
a choice. Best direction.
Best Game Direction.
I think I'm gonna go with. I think I'm gonna go with Black Myth Wukong again, because
I am so sorry.
no, it's okay.
I somehow always figure out. It's always whenever Josh is talking to.
I know every single time. So the key director of the action sequences is, ironically enough, an anime director, and he did some of the best fights in Boruto, some of the best fights in Naruto, some of the best fights the most grand, biggest fights. This guy is responsible. He was the director of
How do you know this?
because I found this out recently.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, you know
So,
a lot about this Black Myth
It's
Wukong game.
just because of it has a lot of ties to a lot of different anime.
Yeah,
it
sure.
has whole animated sequences done by very prominent directors. I'm telling you guys, this is the game of the year. Like it is such a big idea for what it is stepping into, and it's not a small team of nobodies. It's a lot of really big people that even I know about. I don't know this guy's name. I can't remember it. But I think because of it, I'm going to go with Black Myth Wukong. I was debating that or Final Fantasy because I know that has some pretty good direction. But if it's like the first game, I don't think the direction is going to be what it's being praised for.
Yeah. Heard. Johnny, you were the follow-up, my friend. What are you thinking for best game direction? And I think that there's a lot of difference of direction in this list. I'm literally not even including Elden Ring in my mind because
I'm not
it really is.
Why is it there?
It's the only oddball in this list, bro.
It feels like it was like they were running low on shit that came out this year.
Well, that's weird because I'm pretty sure Hellblade 2 came out this year.
Yep.
And Helldivers 2.
Gosh. Yeah. And Helldivers 2.
Why is Helldivers 2 not on this list, but this game is, you know?
Well, it's got different lists for the different stuff, right?
I mean, it does. Yeah, we'll get down the list. Silent Hill 2. That's on the list.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
There's a lot of games that have
really
come out this year.
Alan Wake 2?
No, that was
Oh,
last
no,
year.
that's
Yeah,
right.
I remember because that was
it's
DLC
swept.
one then for
sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All right.
Fuck.
Yeah. So what are you thinking?
Dude. Go through the list one more time. I'm sorry.
I got you. Astrobot, Balatro.
Astrobot. Actually.
Astrobot.
Because
Astrobot.
remember how you guys talked about how innovative it was with like bringing PlayStation IPs up to date?
Absolutely.
And then also
Completely.
giving it its own art style at the same time, while also integrating like PlayStation hardware as like mechanical parts of what the game pushes you around with.
It's absolutely correct.
And I think for it to be a solid platformer, it has to be innovative.
I agree. And I feel like that is game direction. It's the innovation behind like whatever direction they went, whether I feel like it's a pretty open category, but gameplay and the direction of characters in the gameplay is probably the biggest asset here.
Yeah.
So I am also locking back in my initial vote of Metaphor, to be honest with
Wow.
you.
Because the Switch.
Because the switch up is so grand on this. Clearly looks like it was made by Atlas, the Persona team,
Yeah.
but it clearly is not Persona at all.
Something-
The fact that other people from outside the Persona realm are interested, I think says a lot.
Dude, I brought it up to you.
You
as soon
brought
as
it
I
up
seen
to
you.
me.
I
I'm
was
like,
like, bro, what about that?
No
game,
way
bro?
we're talking about this, man. Yeah, so I'm still I'm putting it on the list. I got a lot of high hopes, and I think I'm in the same boat like you're talking about Wukong.
Yeah.
to be honest.
Yeah.
So let's jump to the next, which is best narrative, and we will jump back to Johnny for this.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, with some new nominees here.
Whoa.
Okay? It has gone down to
thought the
5
card
now.
game-
The first
card
two were
game
6. Yeah, no, that's not even here. We're taking that out. We're also taking out Elden Ring, okay? Looks like
goodness.
it's coming back later, though. So,
shit.
okay, for best narrative, we got Final Fantasy VII Rebirth,
Okay.
Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth,
Oh, yeah.
Metaphor Refantasio,
Okay.
Senua's Saga Hellblade 2,
All right.
and Silent Hill 2.
Ooh.
And what was the category again?
This is best narrative.
Narrative.
I'm
Yes.
gonna go with Silent Hill. No, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna honestly do the Final Fantasy VII because
Fantasy VII.
because you already have like an established lore that was the first time around the game was.
Oh
made.
yeah. Oh yeah.
People are going to want to know what it ends with.
And from the sound of things, it sounds like it's still upholding like the very, very gripping tale that the first remake was known
Don't
for.
spoil it, bro.
Bro,
would
I
try
haven't
and
played
play
it.
Oh, okay.
I am actively
Unless
trying
Caleb
to
is telling
remain.
you, I don't know.
No,
Maybe-
Caleb has told me without spoiling anything, it's crazy. So, yeah, I think that's a great vote. Joshy, where are you at?
I'm going with Hellblade 2.
Hellblade.
I think that first one, from what I've heard, is just like some of the best like narrative storytelling.
Heard the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for the second one, which what I've kind of heard is extremely strong.
Yeah.
Has a 9 out of 10 on Steam, I'm pretty sure. Sounds good to me.
Sounds good to me,
Yeah,
man.
sounds good to me.
I
Who would
think
avoid?
I'm
Winning.
going to also do Rebirth, to be honest with you. I think it...
Are you guys allowed to do that?
Boat. Yes. Yes, of course.
I guess we'll
No, Sam, take out the biases.
Yeah,
There's no biases
Fantasy
here,
7.
brother. Come on, guys. Come on. No, yeah, we can absolutely repeat votes here, Joshy.
Okay.
But I'm going to say that for the sake of the game, once you lock in, you're locked in. So we're not going back in.
No
editing.
back.
Oh, yeah,
So,
no backsies.
no backsies.
No
All right.
backsies.
So, that being said,
Yes.
forwardsies only. We got best art direction.
Ooh.
All right. Yes, sir. Astrobot leading this list. I think that is. I'm so proud that is at the top of best art direction.
It better fucking be.
Seriously, it deserves it because
It does.
for all the things that I would put Astrobot on a list for, like platforming, that is the list,
Bro,
right?
it's a successful knack.
It's
literally
it's
is
a
the good
successful knack,
good
bro.
They had
It's
to make
everything
2
they
of those
wanted
to be
Knack
First
to
off,
be,
first
bro.
off, don't disrespect Knack. Second off,
Where's Nick?
let's get
That's
ready.
what I gotta say.
Let's get ready for Knack 3, baby. It's still coming.
Knack 3.
It's on its way.
No,
Here comes the money.
I can't believe you just said that.
Money, 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 money.
Sorry. Anyway,
So,
listen.
for best art direction, we have Astrobot,
Yeah.
Black Myth Wukong, of course.
Yeah.
Shadow of the Erd Tree is back on this list.
Fuck that.
Get out of here.
As much as I love that Erd Tree.
How many times we gotta teach you this lesson, old man?
How many times? Metaphor, Refantasio, and a game I haven't heard of. It's called Neva.
I've never heard of that one either.
Never heard of that one, bro.
Ever.
So for sake
Wait,
of
what's the name of it?
NEVA is the name of the game.
No, I meant the
best art direction.
art direction.
Yes.
Art. And it's with you first, buddy.
And I think because it's art, a picture probably does 1,000 words here. This is a picture of
Like an
Neva.
indie game, bro.
It's an indie game that
that's
looks like it has
beautiful.
very, very, not even cell shaded, like just hand drawn 2D.
Yeah, gorgeous.
Yeah, it's very,
It's
very
like
pretty.
Fox and a Hound and Bambi, bro.
Looks like one of those like they don't say anything, just like stories where you're playing and,
Yeah.
and it's very pretty.
Like
Wow.
Slow
Limbo.
going.
I think I'm gonna go with that one actually.
Go with Neva.
Yeah, I think that Neva.
Let's
looks
go,
like-
man.
It looks like one of those games that would sweep.
I agree.
For art direction.
Very, very beautiful.
I think it's kind of based around its art.
Wow. Let me add this in.
What?
GameRant gave it a 10 out of 10. Steam has a 9 out of 10.
That's good.
That says a lot.
Yeah.
Puzzle platform game developed by Nomada Studio, published by Devolver.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Who did
under-
Devolver?
Devolver is one of like a publishing arm for indie games.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we've talked about Devolver on cast because they've published Binding of Isaac.
Yeah.
Devolver published that game with under Nicholas, I think. I'm sorry. Tiny Barbarian.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Okay.
Super Meat Boy. That's
Super Meat
Devolver.
Boy.
Super
wow.
Meat Boy.
Was it called?
Enter the Gungeon.
To the Gungeon.
All these big indie
I
games.
think the Explosion Man game I told you about too was also Devolver.
You're right. And there's a Catronaut or something like some astronaut cat game that's
Cat
like,
Quest.
It plays like no, it's not Cat Quest. I was like, oh, is it? It plays like Super Metroid. A lot of really. You seen that one game that's like Carry On?
Yeah,
And you're
Carry
like-
On.
Yeah, also Devolver.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah,
Very cool.
yeah.
Well, I'm with it.
So
That's my vote.
he's locked in Neva.
Yeah.
For our direction. Johnny, where you at, bro?
Metaphor, Fantasio,
Metaphor.
Have
Yeah,
to.
for all the things that, like, really the Persona team and the engine that they've developed,
It took it serious, dude.
dude.
Just like you wanted.
Yeah, I love how everything looks under this engine
I completely
so
agree.
much. I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Metaphor. I have to. I'm just full sending at this.
Couple of twins over here.
Yeah, you know, a bunch of diehards. That's what I can say about
As soon as
my
I seen it, I
favorite
fell in
team.
love with it.
Yeah, you already
I'm
know.
gonna have to
man.
buy
I really would have said that one if it weren't for Neva, though.
Yeah.
If I didn't
Neva
see the
looks
way
sick.
that looks. It's not even my... I don't know if it
wouldn't
looks...
be my
like-
game,
yeah.
you know?
I don't know if it looks like something I would play, but that is the kind
That
of stuff
looks
that
insane.
is art comes
I
to
would have
life.
put Neva if
Yeah.
Metaphor was on this list. I'd say that much.
I'm with you.
Best score and music. Joshy, you're starting this one. We have
That's what we got.
Astrobot. And let me say, for a platforming game,
Mm-hmm.
Astrobot hits It deserves to be on this list.
Absolutely.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Metaphor Refantasio,
All right.
Silent Hill 2, and Stellar Blade.
Ooh,
A
so
newcomer to the nominees.
Those are dangerous.
Very.
Indie games because sometimes their soundtracks.
So Johnny, what do you
I don't
got
know
to say about Stellar Blade?
So Stellar Blade, I think from what I've heard about this game, mind the whole sexuality of it. That the games,
yes, it's true.
There's
a lot of controversy behind this game.
Oh, is that right?
it's very
it's very fan service.
think of Nier Automata. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Stellar Blade update for Nier Automata DLC.
Yeah, they just announced it. Yeah.
Is it by
Is it? There's no way it's by Platinum.
No, it is a platinum game. I think.
Seriously?
Stellar Blade, I think, is a platinum game.
They love making their main girls look like this, huh?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, that's why it was kind of like low key, like on the radar for everyone.
Wow.
No. Shift Up.
Shift Up. Okay, my bad.
Well, who else has Shift Up done? Games
I
developed.
think they're newer, aren't they?
Oh, I think they did Tears.
Very. No.
Yeah, very.
Oh, Tears of...
Oh. Wow.
Okay.
We lied.
We fly.
Either way,
That's Stellar Blade.
apparently,
very
I hear that like if you're into like rock or like cool, crazy like guitar solos and shit, that's.
I'll
the
make a
action
bookmark because let's sample. All right, boys.
Okay.
Let's get back to the list. From the top then. Okay.
Yes.
Now that we've heard one track or a couple from every game on this list, we got Astrobot,
That's right.
Yeah.
Rebirth,
That's right.
Metaphor, Silent Hill 2, and Stellar Blade. With, honestly, big shout outs to Silent Hill 2 and Stellar Blade for just being
I
amazing.
did not expect them to be that good.
Yeah. So, starting this list off will be Joshy.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think, brother?
Oh my gosh, that was really tough. I'm not gonna lie to you, that was a really tough one because I'll give my first impression real quick. I wasn't as impressed with Refantasio as I expected I would be. I was literally expecting to say that one.
Yeah.
And I'm not that it's not impressive
For
because
sure.
it's really good.
Right.
It's really good. Like the choir sounds great. Just a little more traditional fantasy than I was kind of expecting, but I think it was because I'm so influenced by the style genre that Persona holds.
Yes.
And just the way
It's so stylized.
what's it called? Yeah, acid jazz.
Yes, man.
Yeah, we love that. So I was kind of expecting maybe that with a little like twist to it. Not really. Doesn't mean it's bad, but that was my original answer. So I kind of have to switch it up now a little bit.
Uh-oh.
I know. You know what? Fuck it. Let's have fun with it. Silent Hill 2, dude. That soundtrack was banging, dude. That was a
Silent
crazy
Hill 2,
good,
baby.
That was a good, like, every single
Completely
start
agree.
sounds like something from my high school playlist. I'm not kidding. Every single time I was like, damn,
Yeah.
okay, let's get into it.
No, and it's like
getting
real
sexy with
instruments.
my
It's,
No, it's good.
Whole orchestra.
And even that
the emphasis on piano is something I
Yes.
always really
Love that.
appreciate. Though
I love also just
'Cause you can't fake
acoustic gooey.
Yes, dude.
Like there's something like really natural about like a real acoustic.
It's a
gooey.
real sound.
It is. It's a real sound, and that's also something where it's like you can't fake.
You can't fake that. You can't
fake-
like recreate.
Exactly.
Like there's something
fingers
about.
playing a.
Yeah, actually, Cade, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jazz X, right?
Yes,
Like he
yes.
went to sound school,
That's right.
right? And he's telling me about like crazy setups when they're making like a movie scene because he was kind of working with like a subsect of a company that partners with Hollywood for some of their sounds.
Yeah.
So he's seeing like how they make like some of these sounds in the movies and stuff, and it's like they just have weird things that are an instrument, but it only makes one sound, right? And if someone's stepping, he has two shoes, and he'll pick shoes depending on the build of the man and like what the environment is. And they have like different tiles of different stone flooring, right?
Yeah.
And like stomp, 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 and then get quieter as they're running like in the distance.
Right.
Fascinating.
Very
So taking all this in, like it gives you a lot of appreciation for like sound, I think. Johnny, I want to know where your thoughts are at. Dude.
I'm doubling up on Silent.
Doubling up on Silent
Let's go,
Hill.
dude. I loved what I heard.
Oh
I
my
loved
God.
it. I did not expect
it. brought me back to like when I woke up and
Yeah.
I was living in my hometown
Yeah.
and we turned on the Canadian radio station. That's
Dude,
what it reminded me.
I'm not kidding. It took me back too. It took me back to high school. I literally was like, some of those songs, the way they started, I was like,
Oh yeah.
it was like that scene in Ratatouille.
Yeah.
When Anton Ego eats the ratatouille, and he's like brought back to him as a kid, like eating. Yeah. And then that was me. That was me playing that Silent Hill soundtrack. So I may be biased, but that was really.
He's definitely on the biased trend. This is all a biased list anyway.
It's so
You're like,
biased.
come on, what are you talking
So
about?
why were you on his
So
ass?
I just want. I'm gonna continue on his ass. Well, I'm putting Stellar Blade, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was assuming you would, because that's
Dude,
some good.
it's
music.
literally near Automata. I'm telling you, like I
Yeah.
would be shocked if it wasn't the same.
I was stuck between those two.
orchestra.
Silent Hill, but then I was like,
No,
you know what? Fuck it. We're going biased.
Well, if anything, I was
like
with
it.
you on Metaphor too. I
yeah.
thought that was gonna win for sure.
I was locked in when I heard
Right.
that. I'm like, that's gonna be
But Stellar Blade
Yeah.
is the reason I can't pick Metaphor,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly.
And if anything, if I was picking Silent Hill, that's just completely different, style-wise.
Yeah, very
right?
much so.
So I'm really curious.
I also
which one
think
wins.
with all of these, I will say too, we scratched the surface of what that soundtrack.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We just kind of
We
like
literally
dipped our
hit a
toe in it.
couple.
We were like,
And we were like, whoa.
well,
Yeah.
it's cold.
Yeah.
That's why I also think there's more in Silent Hill. There's a lot of very psychedelic sounding, kind of like creeping you out sounds.
You know what's crazy?
You know what I mean?
That you bring that up, Joshy, because the next category is Best Audio Design.
I already know exactly.
And at the top of this list is Silent Hill 2.
I bet.
So think about that while I give you the other nominees.
Okay.
We have Astrobots.
Mhm.
Astrobots. I apologize.
Extra butt.
Call of Duty Black Ops 6.
Okay.
Have you played that?
Yes.
Rebirth.
That's good, isn't it?
And Hellblade 2. I think for the same reasons, though, that we've talked about it, and if you don't know about Hellblade, it was so revered originally, the first game, for its audio design, because of it
was the
basically compelling
headphones.
you to wear headphones,
Yeah.
so you could feel the PTSD voices that were haunting the main character.
That's tough.
So
That's tough.
I have no doubt that they're doing some shit like that in Hellblade 2. And I have no doubt, too, that you're absolutely right on Silent Hill 2. Like, that's what separates it, I think, from, like, even something like Dead Space. Is, like, these audio design things that if you have true sound to exemplify it, like,
made to-
you're going to be immersed.
to lock you.
Lock you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So,
you're starting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're on Johnny.
Johnny
Dude.
boy.
Is he doubling down on Silent Hill?
No, I'm not.
Should I convince him not to?
Whoa, sounds biased to me, buddy.
Biased to me,
Run that list one more time.
Yes. Astrobot, Black Ops 6,
Oh.
Rebirth,
I'm going Black Ops.
Black Ops 6.
Wow.
Okay. I am fascinated to hear why,
Oh, yeah,
because
very fascinated.
I want to say that I was a massive Call of Duty boy. And when things started getting more competitive and we're moving from 360 to Xbox One, one of the things I noticed with my high-end headphones I got was that Call of Duty was very underwhelming. I was actually very disappointed thinking I would be able to get an edge up on footsteps and stuff.
Yeah.
It didn't sound accurate or even good. I thought Halo sounded better. So
Wow.
coming from that, I want to know what you guys say.
Well, ever since I'd say Modern Warfare.
Like the remake.
Yeah, the remake.
Okay.
The modern.
So this is right. This is like
This
much
is modern.
more modernized.
Modern.
Yeah.
Very modern. Ever since Modern Warfare, and I'll say Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, I count Modern Warfare 2 and 3 as like the same game. They just sold it twice.
I like that idea.
But
That's funny.
pretty much
That's
what
crazy.
I'm getting
They
at
did that originally too.
is
Right.
the game is so good with the guns and the calibers of each gun, and like you'll know the difference between shoving a 9mm through a handgun or through a gun that's like got a 16-inch barrel.
That was my number one question. Was as a gun guy, is that something you're able to literally?
Yeah, I
hear?
like authenticity of like gun sounds.
No, it makes sense because of how you've talked about gun sounds with me in person.
Yeah, and it better be if that's the selling point of the game.
Yeah.
Right.
You know
Just
what
like
I
I'm
mean?
sure.
Like-
Well, I feel that with like Forza.
Absolutely.
Forza pushes the
It-
realism of the
Exactly.
car.
Modern
Yeah.
Warfare
The exact same thing, but
remake
different.
though.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally was known for them taking surround sound of each gunfire of like.
See, I believe that because
I
in
didn't
learning
even know
about
that.
sound
to get
design,
3D sound design.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what like we're talking about in this conversation.
They're just
Is-
talking about,
yeah, is are they recording a real gun, and the real gun you're seeing in the game, does it sound like it? How do you capture that?
Think about this, bro. You ever play a game and you're playing a game like shooting a sniper rifle, right?
Oh yeah.
And sometimes Battlefield nails it. Where if you're taking a long range shot and you shoot the gun, and let's say you had a suppressor on that sniper rifle, the suppressed sound would be gone, but you hear the snap
Yeah.
of the round still traveling faster than the speed of sound.
Right.
That's how good their
Wow.
sound
Wow.
technology.
That's really
is on
impressive.
Okay,
I did
very.
not. That is an insight I would not be able to give. So
No, and I
That's-
believe
that's
you.
Really, yeah, I do. I
Honestly,
really
not-
do.
Yeah, I just played Call of Duty. No.
Yeah.
I'm going
So Joshy, coming off that, are you doubling down on Silent Hill?
I'm also not going to. I'm gonna go with my tried and true Astrobot for the first time, which
Astrobot.
unfortunately is the first time. I don't think I expected to go for these other ones as much because Astrobot is literally the only one I've played so far.
Yeah.
Well, I understand that because like Astrobot is probably one of your game of the year.
It is.
It is.
Yeah, we'll get in there.
Yeah.
But I want to say one of the biggest things that I will say about Astrobot that I have not really experienced with another game is the constant sound effects that come from the
Like
controller itself.
Oh.
No, every single piece of anything you walk on makes a completely different disconnected sound that plays through your controller, and I've never experienced that. And I've had experiences of like, infamous Second Son,
right. Yeah.
shaking the thing and you hear it, but it's not all the time. This is a next level experience that I had sound wise, and that's even
GTA 5 level.
GTA 5 beyond.
Really?
Like absolutely, and I love GTA 5. I love the
voice and
the
the
way
phone
they
call
do
and
that.
shit.
That phone call is one of the best that PlayStation has ever done.
Radio.
He's at She always goes
Suspect short and black. He's
Suspect
like, oh my
short-
god.
And then
Oh
you
my
get
God.
like a SWAT team. No, in GTA 5, whenever there's a phone call or a like the police radio,
Yeah,
it comes
it
through
comes
your-
through the
So
controller.
but it sounds identical to a phone call. So he literally be like, Mikey, what are we talking about here? And he'd be like, Michael, you can't keep talking like that.
Yeah.
And it'll
Stop it,
come through
Michael.
that. Yeah, it's so great. I love.
Okay,
they did that.
heard.
But, just back on Astrobot, that is just the first time I've ever experienced something to that degree, and I highly doubt. I really believe that might be for a lot of people, and I think that will stand out. So I'm going with that one.
Okay.
One more
Heard.
thing before we continue.
Fuck no.
Another reason why I also picked Black Ops 6 is actually this is the first time Black Ops in a while has actually gotten known for a good like menu and pre-game music throughout the game.
Really?
Yes. It's low-key
Heard.
like hard as fuck.
Hard. Okay.
Yeah. Like it's
Okay.
supposed to remember you in the 80s so and early 90s.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
So
yeah.
it's kind of cool.
And I love
It's its
80s
own
music,
vibe.
So
Who doesn't like 80s?
I'm gonna say, for the sake of all the convo we've had, I think I'm just gonna send it as a meme. Silent Hill 2.
Let's go.
I'm with it.
Yep.
I'm with it.
Just because even though I haven't played it, I can fully imagine what it would be like to play it because of that kind of immersion. So I'll rest my case there. Let's go with best performance. All right, guys? We have... This is actors.
Okay.
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 There's a list of actors.
Can you
and
say the
I
character?
will say that it doesn't actually give me the character on this list.
Okay.
It gives me the game.
Okay.
Okay.
Fair.
So
Pretty close.
that's kind of disappointing to
Yeah,
be
it
honest.
It's really
with you.
disappointing.
but I don't think it matters because I don't think any of us have played all these games. Okay. So the first one is Hannah Tell. She is playing in Life is Strange Double Exposure. Okay. I forgot that just came out too.
Yeah, that's no.
The new Life is Strange. Yeah.
It's gonna be tough.
Brianna White from Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Humberly Gonzalez from Star Wars Outlaws.
That's a DEI pick right there.
I forgot that's on this list, bro.
I completely forgot that
forgot.
game came out.
Luke Roberts from Silent Hill 2 and Melina Juergens from Senua's Saga Hellblade 2.
Oh.
Joshy, I'm going to give you the floor.
You got hard ones, bro.
Can you run through the first one?
Yeah. So I'll run through the games and then let's.
Yeah,
I feel like
just
let's just stick with the games, and we'll
games-
go with the
Games and
actor
voice.
actress.
There you go.
Yeah. They're all females except for Luke from Silent Hill 2.
Okay.
So you've got Life is Strange 2, or I'm sorry, it's 3, right?
Yeah, it's 3.
Double Exposure, right? Rebirth, Star Wars Outlaws, Silent Hill 2, and Hellblade 2.
I think I'm gonna go with Life is Strange.
Life is Strange.
Mostly just because it's kind of the point of the game. It's very character focused and there's a lot of dialogue.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And I think that that's gonna have a big impact on the way people view these characters.
I agree, and I feel like that is the whole point of Life is Strange, to my understanding, is impact
Exactly. That's what
on
I'm saying.
the
It's
player.
character
Yes.
focus, impact.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm with it. So that's Hannah Tell is who you are voting for.
I could Hannah Tell.
Hannah Tell. Johnny, will you tell me
Ooh.
who you're going to be?
Hannah Tell.
I'm honestly gonna double down and go with Silent Hill 2 again.
All right.
Because if
Luke
Konami,
Roberts
We love
if
Konami
representing the male
is
race.
doing anything
It is
correct,
Konami, huh?
they're remaking Metal Gear Solid 3 again.
Right.
And they're even bringing David Hayter back from retirement to do this.
Which is insane.
So,
I can't believe that's
David.
happening.
I'd imagine they probably did a really good job on the voice acting.
They have to. They have to have.
I am going to be an oddball here and say Melina Juergens from Hellblade 2.
Hellblade 2. I was actually my
Yes.
second. I was thinking because of how.
Yeah, kind of for the same reasons, you know? And just, I feel like as an audience member, if you were looking at this list and you're remembering a character, I think it says a lot more about a character when they're the main focus of the game. When you're not
Absolutely.
dealing with a party of people. That's what I'm thinking of with Rebirth.
Yeah.
Because, like, remember remakes, cutscenes, and performance of actors and characters?
Very
It
good.
is so exceptionally good. One of the best I've ever seen in, like, a JRPG
Yeah.
anime
You can
genre.
feel, you can hear
feel-
the emotion
Yes.
that they're trying to portray.
However, it's characters. It's a party, right? It's kind of like, it makes it difficult to single out anybody because everyone's good. Same thing like Xenoblade. Of
course.
So, like, there being one main character of Senua's Saga, right? Senua,
Yeah.
Melina Juergens. You're going to remember her performance, like, stand alone when you remember the entire game,
Yeah.
right? So I'm going to stick with that.
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. Okay, let's move on to innovation and accessibility.
Yeah.
We have, and to clarify, we talked about this offcast, but this is talking about, like, the accessibility community, as in, does this game cater in some way, whether it be options, or in some way, is this more made easier to play
For the disabled.
anybody who is disabled of any kind? This could be visually, this could be motor skills. Does it cater in any way, right? With Nintendo historically being the worst company to be about this.
Yeah,
So,
literally.
and as I'm looking at the list, there's no Nintendo games on here. So we have Black Ops 6, Diablo 4, Dragon Age: The Veilguard,
Okay.
Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown,
Wow.
and Star Wars Outlaws.
Dude.
It's kind of a stab in the dark here because I don't think any of us know any answers on this. Other than your experience with Black Ops 6, do you feel like it has accessibility options that are
Maybe colorblind?
maybe?
I don't know.
What I would think of would be auto aim, and if it's any good, and if you have a scale to it.
There has to be. And, man.
Because the game is so fast paced, it's like you would have
It's
to dumb it down
faster
to
than
make it.
Modern Warfare.
I don't mean that
3.
like I mean it in a way of like you'd have to dumb down the fast paced gameplay dramatically
yeah.
to get it to be fully accessible.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it would be. I'd
couldn't
say
imagine.
maybe. Oh wait,
It's on the list, so that's why I'm like,
I think it's on the list because they did it for the campaign.
oh, true.
Yes.
And that's significant. I kind of forget that the campaig's a thing sometimes.
Yeah, and it's actually a good
There's
one.
definitely a
It's an
campaign?
actually
There's
good
definitely a campaign.
Wow.
Okay, that's good. Okay. So, what's you know what? You're starting. So
one. I'd say let's
where you
go.
at?
Let's go Black Ops 6.
Black Ops 6?
Just because.
Represent, man.
Just because. That's how I know about it. Is it's known for the career to
Heard.
be capable. So
Joshy, where you at, bro?
It's a shot in the dark for me, but I'm gonna go with Star Wars Outlaws because
they need some.
Star Wars. Well, yeah, no,
They
but
need some love, bro.
Star Wars is made by Disney,
And they're
Disney's
disabled.
Always, Disney's. Can't say that word anymore.
You can't say anything anymore.
No, but I don't know. I feel like Disney's always like they're always like. That sounds. Take that out, please. Please.
I got you, bro. I got you.
Sorry.
No. I don't know how to say it. It's Disney. I feel like they would have done something.
It's Disney.
They would have
You
done
know.
something.
Yeah, they're
I think.
lovers and haters, you know.
Right.
Guys, our next category. Oh, I didn't even vote.
Yeah. What's up, bro?
Let's move
Diablo
on.
4.
Fair.
Yep.
Fair.
Diablo 4
Do you know why?
came out so long ago.
I know.
Why
I
are we
forgot.
still talking about
I forgot. Yeah. But I will say that I'm saying Diablo because in my example offcast,
Yes.
I literally said Diablo
Oh.
in my example.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
You did.
And it's on the list.
Why is it on the list?
I don't know. I thought it came out last year.
It did.
It
But
did.
maybe it's because it's the controls that are the big thing.
It's like a new
Oh, maybe they
thing in
updated
an old
it.
game.
Bullshit.
The
Once
DLC's
again,
on there,
Keely's-
bro.
That's what I'm
Jeff
saying.
Keely's
Keely's what the
area.
fuck?
He's losing it!
Area. All
This
right.
guy.
Keely's losing
Guys, yeah. Moving on. Games for impact.
All right.
We have Closer the Distance
it.
in Indica
Okay.
with a K.
Okay.
Ka.
Okay? Yeah. Not to be confused with Sativa.
Sativa.
Neva, that game again.
Yeah, that's the one.
Life is Strange Double Exposure, Hellblade 2, and Tales of Kinzera Zao. I'm not kidding. That's the name of the game. And that's got to be from the Tales of series.
It
Because
has to be.
I've never heard of that game, though.
That's right.
Could it be some... it's on the list, though. It's got to be a big game. All right. Games for impact. Where we at, Joshy?
What was the first one?
First one is Closer the Distance.
Never heard of it. Though.
Never heard of it.
Okay, should we look it up?
Yep.
I feel like a lot of these games are more of like.
You know what? I'm
designated-
going to pee, actually.
Okay.
All right, guys, let's officially jump back into
Get back in.
the list to bring us up to speed as a reminder. Because I took a piss, so it's kind of like a reset.
Yeah.
Right?
absolutely is.
Where were we? Okay.
We're resetted.
We are reset.
Yes.
Games for impact.
That's right.
Giving it to Joshy right now.
Yes.
Joshy with the torch. We have Closer the Distance,
Yep.
Indica, Neva, Life is Strange, Hellblade 2, Tales of Kinzera. I'm going to say for sake of time, we haven't seen a lot of these on this list, including Indica and Tales of Kinzera. I'm going to say whatever. I will say, though, I looked up that Closer the Distance, okay?
Yeah.
Dude, just the description on here, it might be your vote. That's why I think
What's
it's
the
worth
description?
saying. So it has 9 out of 10 on Steam. It looks like one of these really, really cute
yeah.
little hand-drawn
Yeah.
kind of indie games, right?
Yeah.
The description from the AI on Google is Closer the Distance is a slice of life sim that tells a deeply emotional story about the connections between family and friends in the face of tragedy.
I think I'm gonna go with that one.
Knew it.
Close to the distance.
I knew it.
Sounds like me.
Honestly, looks like the definition of this category.
That's exactly it.
Johnny, where you at, bro?
I was gonna go with Senua's Sacrifice. Not
Hellblade
Sacrifice.
2?
Hellblade 2.
Yeah.
Senua's Saga.
Yeah. Senua's Saga.
Oh yeah.
PTSD is a real big thing, and I
Huge.
think having like a perspective off of like how that story probably runs off of that probably hits some grounds with the like veteran community. And
I
stuff.
agree.
I actually completely agree. That's
Completely
really
agree.
Well said too.
I am going to copy Josh on Close to the Distance.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think even just looking at it, I'm like, oh, this just looks like
Looks like an experience.
definitely
Yeah.
right. So I love that, especially when it kind of goes beyond just the lifeless. I don't know. There's something about, I guess, like having a named character and voice acting that does give a personality. It can be almost overdone and overplayed to be way too minimal.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, like
absolutely.
the vibe of Journey.
Of Journey.
Right.
Yes.
It's like
yes, yes.
it works, but
there's something impactful, but something more impactful about a character.
yeah, like when Paranoia Agent, the impact of that show is a minimal amount of high impact characters, in my opinion.
That's a great
Every
way to put it.
character.
That's a great way to put it. Yeah, and
That's just it.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Like every character has
The depth.
purpose.
Yeah, exactly.
Incredible depth.
Agree.
That you've opened my eyes to. It's
Yeah.
like, shit. That's why it show's so good.
That's what I'm saying,
There's
man.
somebody you can like relate to like every
Yeah.
part of your life.
Right.
Including yourself.
Absolutely.
Let's jump on then from Impact to best ongoing game. Okay? So what's ongoing game?
Live service.
My take is live service. Okay, yeah, a game that is Smash Bros would not be an example.
Yeah, like
because they've dropped support. There's no more patches.
Yes.
So this would be something that has like literally Pokemon Sleep is an ongoing game.
Destiny
They're
2.
yeah, exactly constantly updating it. Black Ops 6 right now.
Yeah.
So Destiny 2, top of this list.
Wow.
Diablo 4,
Mm-hmm.
Final Fantasy 14. Yes,
Yes.
it still exists. It's
Still
still there.
around.
You forget about it.
Dude,
You forget
what?
about it. But this is the biggest MMO right now.
My
Yeah, it's
gosh,
14. Like, yeah.
Fortnite.
I keep like hesitating. I'm like, is it 15? But no.
No, 15.
Noctis.
Noctis,
Noctis and the
Gladio,
boys.
Prompto, and
Yeah.
Ignis.
Yeah. Got it, bro.
I want to get in that game so bad, but it's so hard to like fully jump.
You
into it.
have
Oh
to.
my gosh.
I'm going to tell you right
15
now,
or no,
too.
14?
You're talking about
14.
14.
No.
Or you're talking about the boys?
The MMO.
15.
15. Yeah.
Boys.
I'm going to tell you right now,
Yeah.
it looks like from the outside like it's hard to get into. If you just sit down and you just dive in, it'll be hard to stop.
Completely agree.
I spent like 14 hours on it.
Oh.
Oh, well.
I feel like you would have got it. Yeah.
It's alluring, but like not as fast as it thought.
Well, can I
thought
tell
it
you what's fascinating
Yeah.
about the game design
Yeah.
is that because there was a lot. This is one of the most delayed JRPGs in history.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Oh, yeah,
over
yeah.
10 years.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So the design of the game is it starts really open world and open ended. You can do whatever you want when the car's broken down and you're in the desert, right?
You can literally
And then
go
as the game goes on, it narrows down.
Very
It's
shit.
very unique.
Yeah.
No other game really does this
I gotta
in
do
this
it.
genre. Yeah.
Damn it.
So the more you play, it seems like it would be a negative, but I'm gonna tell you it's amazing. You can go back at any point. You
Yeah.
know, whatever. I'm not even going to the lore, but the design of it is the more you press on, the more focused it gets. The more you hone in. It's almost like I wish Xenoblade was like that in a way.
Yeah, yeah.
Because Xenoblade just opens up to the end.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there's almost like a disconnect we've talked about of going back to the story and trying to just wrap it up because the story's so good.
No, exactly.
But so is the world.
Yes.
So 15 just kind of grips you and it doesn't let go until you're done.
And it's got
Truly.
the best chocobo writing of all time.
The best chocobo riding.
They're so
bro.
awesome.
Yeah, true.
I love their
There's a
designs.
quest of literally running around.
Yeah, running around with the.
So many steps.
Yeah.
Yeah, and leveling up your cooking like
Uh-huh.
that. Yeah.
so
Anyways.
good.
All right. Yeah, back to best ongoing game.
Yeah.
All right. Once again, Destiny 2, Diablo 4, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, and Helldivers 2. Johnny,
Fortnite.
I'm going to give it to you.
I'm gonna go with Helldivers 2. baby.
Helldivers
Okay.
2.
For
Let's go,
democracy.
bro. I would be shocked if you didn't pick this because you only raved about
Oh, dude.
the live service itself. Even to the point of them individually monitoring games.
Yeah.
That's barely done today ever. I was
Yeah.
shocked to hear that. So, are they still doing that?
Yeah, so like depending on like how the planet's going, they intervene more or less. But like most of the time, what they do is that they notice like the players are just running through this planet. They bump it up.
They bump it up.
They bump it up somehow. They
That's
buff
cool.
You,
I really
they
like that.
debuff you.
It's like
crazy.
they're balancing the world itself.
Yeah.
In a very different way that they're balancing like Power World.
Yeah.
Right. They're doing the same thing but in a very different way.
Just a different type.
Yeah, very.
I know it sounds like the meme, but I'm probably gonna go with Fortnite. I really don't know. I don't know of a game that does what Fortnite does as often as it does, because that game is constantly changing, and yet they're adding new things to it, like constantly.
Can I be real?
Especially this year with Lego Fortnite.
Yes.
Completely free
that was
on
cool.
through the game.
I completely
And
agree.
then also the Fortnite, what do they call it? The Fiesta, the festival show. They just added Guitar
That's
Hero to it.
crazy.
They have
man.
a Rocket League mode, like all this stuff within the year. So I'm gonna definitely go Fortnite. I'm gonna have to.
I actually already had predisposed. I was also doing
Yeah,
Fortnite. Josh, I'm
okay.
copying you again.
You are. Stop.
Excuse me, I am, but for all the same reasons. Because I remember the Guitar Hero thing too.
Yeah, so cool.
So crazy that they like revived Guitar Hero with an asterisk within Fortnite.
Within Fortnite.
And also the Lego IP. I mean,
And
when
they
they
have, like,
announced that, I'm
Come on.
like, this is insane.
And
All the YouTubers
big.
are playing it.
yeah, right.
And it was
and
huge.
it's so relevant now.
Yeah.
And it was so relevant years ago.
and it's
bro.
just they're only adding on.
They're only
to
adding on.
everything.
I actually had a thought because I was like, ooh, what other two games in my mind would compete with this, right? In terms of live service.
Live service.
Yeah,
I was-
and
I
I'm
was-
thinking of Brawl Stars because I'm playing it right now.
Me too.
And Riot within League.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
one limiter here
Yes.
that Fortnite is outside of. It's like the, what's the word? The platform. It's a platform issue. PC only is League, right?
Yeah.
Mobile, for the most part, you
Yes.
can play on iPad. You can actually play on Mac. The hardcore don't play like that. Okay, you play on your phone for Brawl Stars.
Absolutely.
Fortnite is on everything
Everything, including
And your
phone.
phone.
Yeah.
and your phone,
Including phone, PC. It's on everything.
It's very unique like that because even
much so.
Final Fantasy 14 forgot about that because it's only on PC. I'm not a PC guy.
Don't play PC.
Wow,
yeah.
I have to give Fortnite that for that reason. To be honest,
Exactly
yeah.
that.
Let's move on. Best community support. So this is going to be kind of under live service, but more specifically how the community support is, like how the player base feels they're treated
By the
from the
company,
developers,
yeah,
not the game itself.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Baldur's Gate 3
Very interesting.
is in the topic of conversation. Right. Which I forget that's technically live service, right?
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 14,
Yep.
Fortnite,
Yep.
Helldivers 2, and No Man's Sky debuting this list.
Interesting.
Very interesting because this is a game that,
2014.
you forget it exists multiple times.
Legendarily had one of the worst launches. Of
Legendarily.
any game.
After a 7-year delay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And promises that were made.
And
all that.
promises that were made that weren't even remotely executed on. So,
Yeah.
Johnny, did you take it last time? You did.
Yeah, I did.
Joshy,
It's Josh's
you
turn.
start this one, my bro.
Can I get a rundown again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got Baldur's Gate 3,
Yep.
Final Fantasy 14,
Yep.
Fortnite, Helldivers 2, and No Man's Sky.
For all the reasons you were saying about Helldivers, I'm gonna go with Helldivers. Just sounds like
You see that? He sniped that from me,
did
Johnny.
Damn,
get
bro.
stolen from. Get robbed. Fucker.
What are you going to say?
So honestly,
Say
I'm still
Helldivers.
gonna say Helldivers 2.
Hell yeah, man.
Because
He's doubling
no,
down.
Dude, these people are so fucking funny. So when let's say, remember how I told you guys they buff and debuff stuff sometimes? So like it'll initially come out with a gun that's really nice, and then they just take it away from you.
Right.
Love that.
But it's still there.
Love that.
It's still there,
Yeah.
but it's not as good now.
Yeah.
They did it to I think a few guns on one patch, and the community was so pissed off about it, they let the automatrons get really close to Earth.
That's actually.
That means they just pushed all the way to Earth, and no one played against the robots. They only played against the bugs. The whole
That's
time.
hilarious. Talk about.
Yeah, no, that's great.
That is.
That's great. All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw in the curveball.
Ooh,
Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Fair.
just because of how it kind of swept the nation. By nation, I mean global, right?
Yeah.
I
The
still wanna
world.
play it, bro.
I do too.
Yeah, absolutely. So I have no doubt that they're still going crazy, even though I'm pretty out of touch with Baldur's Gate 3. I got a good feeling about this one.
Sure.
The next category, my friends, we're getting exciting now. Best independent game.
Ooh.
Best indie game. All right. We've got Animal Well,
Ooh.
Balatro, Lorelei and the Laser Eyes, Neva, and UFO 50. So,
I can't believe Animal Well's on here.
Animal Well
Do you know about this?
is the game that Joshy brought to light way before it came out,
Yes.
right? Because it's Donkey.
It's Donkey's
if I'm not
publishing
mistaken.
company.
Yes,
for indie
his
games.
first game.
The first, that Big Mode ever.
Big Mode.
Big Mode, yeah.
Yes, sir.
What does it look like?
That's amazing. That's
So-
really incredible. That it's at least
10 out of 10
nominated.
on Steam, 9 out of 10 IGN. Animal Well. This is a picture
by Big Mode.
of a kind of horror-esque.
No, not horror.
Well,
It's
maybe thriller.
No, they call it fuck. What are they call all those indie games? A
Roguelike?
No, it's help me out here. Dude, like Animal Crossing, they call it that. Stardew Valley.
Slice of life.
No, a
Life sim.
cozy game.
Cozy.
Yeah.
Cozy.
So there's some like weird stuff, but it's very slow.
Oh, wow.
paced. It's not. You don't attack. Really, it's like exploring this. Just filled with a bunch of different types of life and animals. Very interesting.
Okay.
What do we got here?
Okay. Well, the other game I wanted to look up here that has a 10 out of 10 on Steam, a 9 out of 10 on IGN, and a 9 out of 10 on GameSpot is Lorelei and the Laser Eyes, a 2024 puzzle game developed by Simigo and published by Annapurna Interactive. Looks like this is kind of the gameplay.
Oh wow.
Kind of like some top-down,
Interesting.
interesting.
yeah, puzzle game-esque, but apparently
Giving
excellent.
me a Lara Croft go vibe.
I was gonna say
Yeah,
that,
we-
bro. It's kind of giving me that vibe. That looks really good. Okay, especially the reviews are promising.
10 out of 10.
Neva was that beautiful hand-drawn game that also got like a 9 or 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
UFO 50. I have not heard of this.
I have not either.
No. Can't. I don't even think I've even.
I don't even think I've heard of it. No.
UFO 50, 10 out of 10 on Steam. 5 out of 5 from Eurogamer.
Would you look at that?
Video game developed by Mossmouth.
Do you mind if I look at the
50 unique games from 6 developers.
very
What?
interesting?
And this is a. What's the thing they're running?
UFO 50 is the perfect video game for 2024. Interesting.
Huh.
Very, very interesting.
That reminds me of those old. Obviously, it must be very different if it's made it. Oh, very cool.
It looks like
Pixel art.
like Doom,
Yeah.
Like
original Doom or
Right.
Wolfenstein.
I think that's turn-based though.
Yeah, almost like some Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
bullshit.
You guys ever played
Oh.
those plug-and-play consoles? They have
It's like-
50 games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that,
It's
but
just
probably
like
high quality.
Better.
Like
is what I'm
actual
assuming.
games.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like TMNT style game.
Yeah. Wow.
It's like classic arcade games. Oh my gosh, even like a sports like tennis game.
Oh yeah.
Would
okay.
you look at that?
Oh, would you look at that?
All right, let's go back to the list.
Okay.
Johnny, you're going to start us off, brother.
What was the question again?
Yeah, best independent game, best indie game.
Best indies.
Oh, dude.
Animal Well,
UFO
Balatro.
50, bro.
UFO
I'm going
50.
hard, bro.
Let's
got 50
go,
chances,
man.
dude.
How could I fuck up?
Okay.
How could you?
Yeah. Well, we looked up all those videos and pictures of all these games. They all reviewed extremely high. These all look insane.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
UFO 50 is probably... it's another sneaker, man.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to throw a curveball in here, Josh. You can go last this time. I'm going to pick Lorelei, all right? Because
Laser eye.
Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. Because I feel
Cyclops.
like
Homelander.
personal bias with the puzzle game feature, but yeah, I'm gonna lock that in.
Lock it in.
Yeah, I'm gonna lock it in.
I'm gonna go with whatever that card game is called.
Balatro.
If it is the only indie game that made it to that list, I think it is a shoe-in
Game of the year.
I-
for the game
I
of the
think
year.
you're
And
actually
I'm
right.
and I'm
I should have done
and I'm
that.
already right about Black Myth Wukong, so I know this one is.
Yes, sir.
It is locked in. So
All right, well, let's lock in our next debut
Ooh.
indie game. Best debut indie game. Joshy, and you will start us off.
Okay.
We have Balatro,
True.
Animal Well.
What's the difference?
Best debut, meaning
Starting.
I
day.
think this is the developer's first video
Oh,
game.
I see.
Yes, so not only is it an indie game, it's also the indie developer's first game.
Okay.
Animal Well, Balatro.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. Balatro, okay, they're the same. I was on the wrong list. Start over. Balatro,
Okay.
Animal Well,
Yes.
Manor Lords,
Yes.
Pacific Drive,
Mm-hmm.
The Plucky Squire.
I'm gonna go with Animal Well just because I'm rooting for Donkey.
Yes, sir.
I'm rooting for their publication company because I think we need more gamers who are in the gaming scene, publication
I agree.
or development,
Right.
Because they know what they're doing, and guess what? They won't just make garbage. So
They're going in with the passion and not the money.
yeah, they don't care about the
baby.
money.
Yeah.
So
Hopefully, I mean, eventually, Digress. Johnny.
Yes.
One that I thought was the most interesting indie game of this whole year,
Okay.
Pacific Drive.
Pacific
Wow. I haven't
Drive.
seen this one.
What is this
So
game?
it's like a game that you drive this this station wagon that's outfitted to survive the world, and it's like a survival game mixed with like you're trying to get to a destination. I'm not sure what the game prioritizes in, but you're driving through a post-apocalyptic Earth, and the car is how you get through.
You have a picture?
Yeah, I got a lot of
It's
pictures.
its own like little art style. It's kind of cool.
Wait, guys.
Oh.
And this did make a little bit of a splash earlier this year.
Was it because
9 out of 10 on Steam.
4 out of 5 a Eurogamer?
Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I am going to pick Balatro
Fair.
You're trying to get back
for the same reason. Jossie mentioned for
Fuck that game of the year mention.
Yeah, that's right, baby. Okay, best mobile game. We've got AFK Journey. That sounds really funny.
Oh my gosh.
That sounds sick as hell.
AFK Journey. Yeah, no, it's not as cool as you think it might be.
Oh, really?
It's like maybe a
He's like
Genshin
Pokemon
Impact
Sleep?
style.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Pokemon.
Really? AFK Journey.
Yes.
Pokemon Sleep 2. Balatro. Pokemon trading card game Pocket, which did debut this year. I kind of forgot.
Yeah, me too.
Wuthering Waves, and Zenless Zone Zero.
Oh.
Josh, you're starting.
Go ahead.
Oh, it's me?
Yeah.
It
Did
is,
I just
right?
start last time?
No, he chose
Oh.
Pacific Drive.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm going with Zenless Zone Zero because it is by the same developers as Genshin Impact. And
Oh,
it has a fan base very similarly to Genshin Impact. And Genshin Impact won something last year. Or whatever it came out.
okay.
So I'm going to go with it.
Heard.
Zenless Zone Zero.
Johnny, I'm picking Balatro. So there you go. Let that sink in.
Let that sink in.
I'll vote with you because honestly,
Yes!
I don't know nothing about any of these.
Joe,
Bias.
I'll be honest.
I'm there with
I'll be
you, bro.
honest.
And honestly, I'll be real. I can care less.
I
So
literally
let's go
could
on
care
to
less.
best VR AR game.
Oh,
all right?
yeah.
We've got Arizona Sunshine Remake,
Wow.
Asgard's Wrath 2.
Do you know what Arizona Sunshine Remake was?
No.
It's a zombie killing game.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Very cool.
Asgard's Wrath 2. I also have not heard of this.
I don't think I've heard that one.
Okay. Batman Arkham Shadow,
Ooh,
Yep, that just came out.
That did just come
Metal Hellsinger VR,
Okay.
and Metro Awakening.
Ooh, okay.
That is going to be my vote.
Metro Awakening.
Metro Awakening.
Do you want to go?
Oh, I mean,
I mean,
I guess it is my turn this time, huh?
I have an idea. If you want me to go.
It's Metro because
It's
I'm
Metro.
a big Metro fanboy. So
Metro. I'm gonna go with.
I'm a fanboy from afar.
I'm gonna go with Batman.
Batman.
Yeah.
Batman. Arkham Shadow. Yeah, actually, I'm pretty sure Arkham Shadow is like one of the biggest development costs for a VR
For a
game.
VR game, like
Yeah.
you used to.
So I think it's between these two.
I think they
I feel
even
good
did a
about it.
pretty good job on it. Like a lot of people are like, this is the best like Batman game since Arkham
That's
City.
crazy, and it's a VR game.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
wild.
since
that's
Arkham
wild.
City, bro.
All right, let's jump to best action game, guys.
Let's
get
do it.
meaty, all
I
right?
like it.
We've got Black Myth Wukong,
Mm-hmm.
Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Helldivers 2, Stellar Blade, and Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2.
Ooh.
That did make some rounds.
It did. It did.
Johnny, you wanna touch home on this first pick?
I want to pick Helldivers 2, biasly, but it's Warhammer 40k.
It's Warhammer. Okay, heard.
I was actually gonna say that same thing.
Wow, Josh,
But I think I'm gonna go Warhammer. As
locking
well.
in the Warhammer. Guys, I'll be different, and I'm gonna say Black Myth Wukong.
Hey.
Yep.
I was going to pick that one first, and I knew Helldivers was coming up. I was like,
Yeah, but
40k, Warhammer 40k.
Oh,
made a splash, bro.
oh yeah.
Even the people that aren't even into the lore
Yep.
bought that game
Yep.
because it was like, oh, I'm ripping
Oh,
and
yeah.
tearing. It's Gears of War for everyone.
It's literally Gears of War,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy.
No, it does look really good. I honestly probably would also pick Warhammer, but I think I just have to be different. I think I have to pick Black Myth because it's a new IP and not Warhammer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The next category is Best Action Adventure Game,
Okay.
to which the game list is very different, despite it. These are kind of all action games too. But we got Astrobot,
Hey, hey.
Right.
Prince of Persia: The Lost
Oh,
Crown,
yeah.
Silent Hill 2,
Okay.
The Star Wars Outlaws, and The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom.
Gosh, I forgot that game.
I have to say Astrobot.
Yeah.
I have to. And I genuinely think it's going to win.
And I think I'm gonna double up on that.
Yeah, let's do it.
That's what I was thinking.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna say the Zelda game, bro.
Zelda.
It-
Someone
It's a
had to
good
say.
bet,
Yeah,
yeah.
it is a good bet because a lot of people really liked how the gameplay was kind of innovative.
It very
Yes.
much was, yeah.
All right, let's jump to Best RPG. Joshy, you're starting here. We got Dragon's Dogma 2,
Dragon's Dogma.
Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree,
Love it.
That's the
Final
one I'm thinking.
Fantasy VII Rebirth, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth,
Okay.
and Metaphor ReFantasia.
Oh, dude, those are all really
They're
good
all
RPG games.
good
Really
RPGs,
good.
man.
Damn.
You have to pick bias on this now.
Well,
Have to.
there's something important about it being called an RPG. I'm gonna go with ReFantasio because I really think Atlas has the role-playing element down for their games. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Like there's something really deeply, like they just understand it so well. You know what I'm saying?
I completely agree.
Yeah.
And it's for that reason I have to pick different. And I'm going to actually, because I have put Metaphor on a lot of my list here, I need to go back to my roots, and I'm going to pick Rebirth.
Rebirth.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So, Johnny.
Dungeons Dragma 2.
Or
Or Dogma.
Dragon's Dogma?
Yeah,
Dragon's Dogma.
You messed up both of
Dungeons,
those, man.
Dragons
Say,
2,
bro.
baby.
Fuck.
Said big
Let's go
donkey.
back
Jesus.
to Warhammer pre-40K.
Yep.
Yeah, actually very valid because I'm not a Dragon's Dogma fan.
It's
I almost
looks good. Dude.
got really into the first one and decided not to, but this second one has rave reviews, bro. Rave. People
For-
love this game.
For an RPG, like
Yeah.
you know, like open world esque.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like medieval game.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it could be so run of the mill, but like if you watch the gameplay, how your character's interacting with the combat is
Yeah.
very interesting.
That's very cool.
Johnny, speaking of combat,
yeah.
our next category is Best Fighting Game. All right? And you're going to start us off. We've got Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising.
Okay.
That's quite the
Quite
title.
the title.
Actually, I'll be
I
real.
actually
All
know
of
that
these
one.
have quite the
Okay,
title.
okay.
Dragon Ball Sparking Zero.
Okay.
Okay. Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics. Multiverses.
Okay.
And
Multiverse.
Tekken. Oh, it is Multiverses. My
Why is
bad.
Multiverse on there?
I think
And
because
Tekken
they
8.
re-released
They
it.
re-release it.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Tekken 8.
Tekken 8.
Yes, sir.
That's so tough, dude. I forgot Tekken 8 came out. Damn it.
What was the top of that list?
Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising.
Second one.
Dragon Ball Sparking Zero.
No. Okay. Yeah, I'm going Tekken.
Tekken.
Good choice.
Johnny's locking in Tekken. Hey, Joshy, where you at, bro?
Sparking Zero.
Sparking Zero. I thought you were going to pick Tekken, to be honest with you.
Well, it's a tough one, but Sparking Zero, I just feel like has done more of a splash, at least online, from what I've seen, than Tekken 8 did.
I feel like Splash is your word of the day right
I
now.
have been saying
A little
splash.
splash in the pond.
splash in the
Yeah, I like splash. We're the
picking-
Splash Bros.
We're the Splash Bros.
Splashing.
I'm splashing in Grand Blue Fantasy Versus.
Okay.
Arc System Works.
Yeah.
So, the Guilty Gear series.
Oh, Guilty
Yes.
Gear.
And
I
this
know this.
this is probably...
Same art style too.
Is it really?
It's actually the same artist as the Final Fantasy series, like the original.
Oh my gosh.
Botu,
the guy who worked on 2 for Xenoblade 2?
yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
you know that style with
Yeah,
Jin,
absolutely.
right? And Kingdom Hearts.
Mouse,
It's
yeah.
that's the entire art style of this game. It's beautiful.
I'm looking this up. What the hell?
Yeah, it looks like an anime.
What the fuck?
Oh
What's it
yeah.
called?
It's called Grand Blue. That's one word. Fantasy Versus Rising.
Okay. What a name. What
I need a keyword. Arise.
Oh, no, that's an art style. That looks awesome. I like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's that kind of high quality anime we were talking about.
Exactly.
When it came to like a Fire Emblem.
If anything, it's kind of disappointing. It's not like a full ass RPG because it's locked into a fighting game. You know?
Yeah.
That's right.
Let's move on to best family game.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. I
Good
already know
games
what's
on this
up,
list,
bro.
guys. Yes, sir. But
Jade.
before you hear Astrobot,
Yeah.
we've got Super Mario Party Jamboree, baby.
That's right.
Followed by Princess Peach
I forgot
Showtime,
that came
That
out.
came out.
The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, and The Plucky Squire, which I've heard of, but I don't know what it is.
Never even heard
Never
of it.
heard of it.
All right. We should look it up.
The Fucky Dyer.
And then I have an idea for this one. For this round, we'll all say our answer at the same time.
Okay.
Okay. So this will be The Plucky Squire. Interesting.
The heck?
9 out of 10 on Steam, 7 out of 10 on IGM.
Wow.
This is an action-adventure platformer game. So I'm guessing it's multiplayer as well.
That makes sense.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I
Oh,
think
that's-
I've seen this
That's
before.
cute.
It's really cute.
Yeah, it's like a little storybook. Oh, whoa.
What the
Actually,
hell?
looks good.
Probably change the style, huh?
Yeah, like it almost goes from like a hand drawn
Yeah,
to
it
like
looks
a
like
cell
even
shaded.
some of these are like, yeah,
Dude.
Yeah, that's
like-
cool.
like Earthbound style.
Oh,
Yeah, I like that.
That is really nice.
Okay.
look at that. It's got like
So-
Cuphead vibe too. Look at this shit.
Yeah.
Oh wow. I actually love that. It's like
Huh.
the cartoon style in Brawl Stars.
It looks like it's being played in a story. That's how you play those sections. Do you see that?
Yeah.
That's almost like a border, but it's in the book.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I
That's
kind of
really
I
cool.
love that. All right. Once again, Princess Peach, Astrobot, Jamboree, Echoes of Wisdom, Plucky Squire.
Yeah.
We got our answers.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Super
Astrobot.
Mario Party.
Jamboree.
Let's
Whatever the
go,
fuck it is,
baby.
bro. Whatever the fuck.
Like no,
Jamboree.
we got it. Super Mario Party Jamboree.
saying Astrobot.
Both locked in. And
Astrobot.
Joshy's got Astrobot.
Just like you guys suck.
I wonder what Kendall. We should ask Kendall's opinion.
Let's ask her right now.
Yeah. Open the door. Got it.
We need a fourth opinion.
Kendall, we need your opinion.
Even Steven.
Kendall, between Astrobot and Mario Party Jamboree, best party game of the year.
Which one do I like better?
Yep.
Yes.
Astrobot.
Boom! Locked in, baby.
How the hell is that a party game, dog? What the fuck?
It's a family
Thanks,
party
Kendall.
game.
Dude.
You have fun with the whole
Come
family.
on, dog. That's a one-player game.
Shut the fuck up! You shut your damn mouth.
I'm literally putting Kendall
give
for
it to
Astrobot. All right, guys.
Yay.
We got Best Sim Strategy Game, Frostpunk 2, Age of Mythology Retold, Kunitsu Gami, Path of the Goddess,
Okay.
Manor Lords, and Unicorn Overlord.
I have mine locked in.
Yeah? What you got?
Unicorn Overlord.
Same.
Yeah.
Developed by Atlas, pretty sure.
No
Vanillaware. They did the Odin Sphere game. They did like that Odin Sphere
Yeah.
Lethosphere? Lethosphere? That's what it is. Lethosphere. and that one 13 Sentinels.
Yes.
Yeah.
13 Sentinels.
Yeah, that like side scrolly, like very stylized looking game. They just have such a unique engine they work with, and all their games look the same. But it's like you've never played a game like it, and it's very interesting.
That's the truth.
Yeah, it's the truth,
What was the
bro.
list again?
Unicorn Overlord, Manor Lords,
Yep.
Kunitsu Gami Path of the Goddess, Age of Mythology Retold, and Frostpunk 2.
Ooh, Frostpunk 2 was pretty in depth, and it changed up the whole game.
So you're locking that in?
Yeah.
Frostpunk 2, baby.
Good one.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah? You know anything about it?
No, I just said that's a good one.
I'm like, I don't know shit about it.
I don't know
Josh.
dog shit
I
about
don't know
it.
anything about it.
I don't know
Do
anything
you
at
know
all.
anything about the best sports racing game?
Of course I do.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we've got F1 24,
Uh-huh.
EA Sports FC 25,
Okay.
FC. I'm sorry.
College football, right?
Oh, it is. It is.
I
Yeah.
was going to say, it's not all racing.
NBA 2K25,
Yeah.
Top Spin 2K25, WWE 2K24.
I'm going with the college football game
Okay.
because I learned this recently. It is the first time they've made a college football game in like well over like
7-8 years.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say 10 years.
It might even be 10.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Are you doing that one too?
I was going to, yeah. You got me.
Get that.
Sorry, buddy.
No, you're good.
No, we got it. You got it.
You got
I
it.
also was going to do EA Sports.
What?
So we're all three doing that. I'm just
locked
going to
in.
lock that in. All right, guys. For best multiplayer game,
Yeah.
we've got Black Ops 6, Helldivers 2,
Okay.
Mario Party Jamboree,
Oh,
Okay.
it's in there.
Tekken 8, and Warhammer 40K.
Oh, really? Okay.
This
Wait,
is-
can you
this
say
is
them
a
all?
list.
Can you say
Yes.
them all again?
Best multiplayer game,
Black Ops 6.
Black Ops 6, Helldivers 2, Mario Party Jamboree, Tekken 8, and Warhammer.
Damn. That's all a good stack.
This is a great stack, actually, because I feel like Mario Party honestly is on this list because it's online,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Even though I actually, in my mind, think it is the best multiplayer game for a different reason.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? It's like
Yeah.
party game versus like
Yeah.
multiplayer with
Online
the boys.
multiplayer.
Yeah.
I have an idea.
What's your idea?
I think I'm going to say Helldivers.
Helldivers.
Just because of how often I hear people squatting up and wanting to play together.
It's such a fun game, bro.
I know I've heard
It's so good.
the legends tell
I think you're right. I did already lock in Jamboree, so I'm going to stick with that.
Yeah.
It's for sake of the rules,
Legally.
but I think you're right. I'm not confident in Jamboree either, though. I feel like any
I'm not
of these
really-
games,
yeah, I
I
was
feel
gonna
like
say, I'm
Black
not really
Ops
that
is probably.
The popular vote probably is Black Ops, but I'm
What are you going?
doubling down, tripling down,
Tripling
with
down.
Helldivers. Hell
Helldivers,
yeah.
baby.
We're diving
For
into hell
democracy,
together.
bitches.
That's right.
Guys,
Yes.
also for democracy's
Yes.
sake, we've got best adaptation.
Ooh,
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So to define what this is going to be a film or TV series or some other medium adapted from a game. Okay.
I see.
We've got Arcane, adapted
Season
from League
2?
of Legends.
All right.
Yes, sir. Fallout, this
Okay.
TV series. Knuckles, the TV series.
Oh my.
Like a Dragon, Yakuza.
didn't
Pretty sure
know.
it's a series that's
didn't
coming
know
out.
that.
Or it
Yeah,
just came
they're
out.
making it.
Yeah,
They're
okay.
making it.
And Tomb Raider, The Legend of Lara Croft. They also just announced this. Like, they're working on this right now.
Why are these allowed to be released if they're not out yet?
I think because they've officially been
Announced.
announced,
Stupid.
to be honest. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty damn sure Tomb Raider is not close to being. I think they just announced it.
Yeah.
I think they just picked who was going to be Tomb Raider, too.
Maybe they just needed a fifth slot, let's be real.
Yeah.
Tomb Raider and Uncharted are my favorite characters.
Well, let's be honest. We're not doing Borderlands.
Oh yeah, it's not even on there. Of course not. I'm gonna say Fallout. I
Fallout.
feel like I've heard the most from that,
Yeah.
and I think it
Heard.
kind of made the biggest splash.
Yeah. Definitely did.
I am going to say Arcane. For the reason of their budget was already crazy for the first one, and they announced it's basically double. And they just put out like a PR thing where someone was asking why do they need this so much budget, and they actually answered pretty promptly with really we didn't put more money into like production. We put most of the extra money into talent, actors, and people on the back end who literally know what they're doing.
It's true.
So I respect
That's
that.
a good one.
And I think Arcane 2, Season 2 looks so promising, so I'm putting Arcane.
I like it.
What was the other choices?
We've got Knuckles,
Yeah.
Like a Dragon, Yakuza, and Tomb Raider.
Okay. I'm going to say probably Fallout as well.
Fallout. Yeah. I feel like it's between those two.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, I understand the hype, and I personally, I mean, the announcement of Lara Croft sounds really exciting.
Yeah.
I am definitely, just like Uncharted, though, I'm so hesitant, and even The Last of Us. Like, I gotta see it to believe it.
Yeah,
Like, you could fuck
absolutely.
this up so easily.
So
Because, I mean, that has been the meme that we've all grown up with, is that any adaptation of, like, video game to the big screen is not good. And same thing vice versa. Right?
Jade was like hitting me the whole time when we were watching the Uncharted movie. I was like, this is not how this fucking goes.
Not how this goes,
literally so bad.
Guys, God! Speaking of, just announce things, the next category is most anticipated game.
Let's go.
All right? So, we've got Death Stranding 2 on the beach.
Let's go.
Ghost of Yotai, Grand Theft Auto 6, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, and Monster Hunter Wilds.
I'm locked in.
Okay.
I'm also locked in, and I think I know exactly what you're picking,
You
Joshy.
can pick it for me.
You picked Metroid, didn't you?
No.
It's Grand Theft Auto.
GTA 6
It's
is the
GTA
most hyped
6.
game of all time.
I tried to get you, bro. I am picking Metroid.
You're
Because I have to. I have to, bro. I actually feel like I would be I feel like GTA 6 is the answer. It's no doubt the answer. But I have to pick Metroid because I have not given GTA a lick of my attention.
Have you heard even there's the meme of we got blank before GTA 6? People will spam that in the comments.
Yes.
You'll see a monkey with a top hat. And be like, we got a monkey in a top hat.
Johnny, you're also picking GTA, aren't you?
I would, but
Really?
yeah. So
Wow.
what was the other three?
Okay.
Hold on.
Ghost of Yotai.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was
That
gonna
was
say.
it. Ghost of Yotai.
Because-
Wow.
Because
Wow.
dude, Ghost of Tsushima is so
Wow.
good.
But there's
No,
so much
I'm
controversy
100% with
behind
you.
the announcement.
So what?
So what?
So
True
what?
gamer right
That
there.
doesn't
bro.
mean-
There's
It's not
also
gonna be
there's also
awesome.
there's also controversy with GTA.
GTA.
Yeah.
There's always controversy.
You're right.
The whole script.
And
is
I will not
apparently
say
out there.
I will say controversy does not mean anticipation,
You're right.
because that's the reason it gets
Or
that in
lack
the first
thereof,
place, because
right.
of the amount of anticipation.
Now,
People have expectations of
Right.
it.
If it was going
just
to-
invisible expectations.
Exactly.
Yeah.
if it was going to play like the new Assassin's Creed Shadows realm, I wouldn't even give it entertainment.
Right.
But
Okay.
because it's a continuation from Tsushima,
Yeah.
that's
Heard.
the important.
Heard. We're almost through this list, by the way, boys. We only got a few more.
Okay.
We got Content Creator of the Year. I feel like this is going to be the start of bonus points for all of us.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll
Yep.
see how many.
Okay.
Sure,
This is
guy.
my first time seeing this list too. So we got Case O, Ilowan,
Okay, so
Techno Gamers,
techno.
Typical Gamer, and Usada Pecora.
I'm going with Queso.
Joshy's locked it in.
Queso has blown up.
Can
I
you
don't
give
know
me
how.
any rundown of Queso?
He is an overweight gamer that everyone spams in his. Or he's a streamer. I'm so sorry, is what I meant to say.
Spams food.
People spam food jokes all the time, and this year he's just blown up. Like, he does stuff with like Kai Cenat. He's one of the bigger streamers when people talk about streamers.
Really?
Yeah, and the whole like joke with Queso is like they'll just. It's like some kind of food pun or something.
Sure.
And he pretends to get super mad, but sometimes he'll like just be laughing, cracking a joke. He's funny. He's a funny guy,
Okay.
and he's really built a community. Like,
Okay.
people reference Queso or oh my gosh, at Kendall's birthday party, those
What?
little kids,
Yes.
the older one,
Odin and Zach.
and Zach was the older one.
Zach's the older one.
Yes, Zach made a joke because I have a beard and Queso's bigger and I have a beard. I'm bigger and I have a beard. He was like, he called me Queso.
Duh. I remember that.
Yeah.
way.
Yeah. He
Oh.
was like.
I didn't
saying
know what
something
it
about
was,
Queso.
bro.
Yeah.
I thought he was just saying like you like queso or something.
No. He called me Queso.
Right, because it's spelt Case.
It's
Case.
Yeah.
Capital O-H.
So I'm locked
Case
in with queso.
O.
I'm locked in with queso.
Oh. Locked in with queso. Okay. I love that. All right.
Absolutely. You guys
I'm doing typical gamer.
typical gamer.
Because I feel like in my mind, I could be so wrong, but I feel like I've seen YouTube videos and typical gamer was like the creator on just random videos I've seen. That's my only reason. I'm not even going any deeper. Johnny, who you locking in?
Dude, I'm gonna have to say, who's that guy that was talking to or cheating on his wife or whatever?
Oh, that was
Dr. Disrespect.
Dr.
Yeah.
Disrespect.
I'm writing in Dr. Disrespect.
The write-in option.
Dr. Disrespect.
Dude, what a year we had.
What a year. For the
Come
first
on.
bonus point, we're going in with the right in, baby. All right. He's full sending the meme.
I love this.
Let's continue with best esports game.
Oh.
We've got Dota 2,
Okay.
League of Legends.
Okay. Woo.
Is anybody shocked?
Wow.
On those
Not me.
two right there.
Not me.
Anybody.
Where's Dota 3?
Valorant.
Oh,
Anybody
wow.
shocked?
No one's shocked.
Holy
me.
shit.
Not a soul.
Counter-Strike 2.
Wow, this
Okay.
is the craziest.
That's better.
Wait, Counter-Strike 2?
Yeah, 2.
Not
Let's
CS:GO.
go.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Counter-Strike 2.
I thought people hated it.
Mobile Legends Bang Bang. There's your debut.
What is that last?
Never heard of it. I'm surprised, to be honest. So I am going to select. I got it locked.
Mobile Legends.
Mobile Legends for Johnny.
No takebacks. No.
I'm
All right,
down,
baby.
bro.
No.
I don't know. I'll say League.
League.
I just feel like people are gonna hop back on because now that Arcane's coming out again.
Now that we're talking about
and
it.
then people are gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, maybe I should play the game," and then they play the game.
And I'm doing a writing for Valorant. All right. Valorant. It's about Valorant.
the
all right,
battle
boys.
Valorant.
That's it. That's all there is to
Big
it.
Valorant.
I'm not repeating my answer. Okay. Guys, let's continue. Best esports athlete before we get to the teams. All right. For the,
Bonus.
I'm sorry. Yes. For the athletes.
Okay.
We have 33.
Good for him.
Good for him.
Alex Sib. Chovy. Faker. Zywoo. And ZMJJKK.
I'm gonna go with you said Faker
Yes.
because I heard the Sonic Adventure 2 in my head. The
Faker? You're the only faker. I'll make you eat those words.
Yeah. You're not even good enough to be my. I'll make you eat those words. So that gave me a chuckle. So bonus
That's it.
point, I'll go for it.
Okay. All right. Heard.
Faker, you're the
not
fake
even-
hedgehog around here. You're not even.
Oh
good
yeah.
enough
You're
to be.
comparing
Yeah.
yourself to me? You're not even good enough to be
I'll
my
make you eat those words. Good scene.
Shadow.
Good scene.
Beautiful scene.
Good scene.
Or Sonic, depending on what story you're playing.
Faker. Ooh. There you go.
All right. Best athlete.
What do you
We're
guys
giving
got?
Faker to Joshy.
I got
Joshy, despite your reason for putting Faker, I am also putting Faker
What?
for the sole reason that he's the only one I recognize on this list
Oh.
because he's been on this list every fucking year since I was an avid League of Legends player back in Oregon, my guy, because Faker was my idol for a League player. Faker was the best mid laner.
Dick right now, bro.
I'm surprised you don't
He's doing
remember.
tricks on.
Wait, you and I both chose Faker last year.
No way.
Yes, we did.
I had no memory of that.
And you didn't know this either until I said it in the moment. But I'll go further. This guy played for...
do it again next year.
I got you. Oh, he fucking won. This is the guy who has made... Every time there's like some new meta, this guy's coming mid lane. That ain't no mid laner. It's normally like mages and shit. This guy's walking in with an assassin with blades. No, he's going to lose against a mage, bro. No, sir. This guy is single-handedly
What is he
cleaning shot. He just would approach mid lane with a character you've never seen mid lane, and it's Worlds. It's literally the championship of championships streaming to millions of people. And this guy's walking into mid lane with some person you've never seen play mid lane before. And
just
you're
shit
like,
on him?
no, this won't work. Game 1, it's going okay. Game 2, no, he actually just straight carries the entire game in front of everybody. This guy has been the best League player since League.
And he's not even good enough to be Shadow's fake.
He'll make you eat those words.
And he will make you eat those words.
It's absolutely true. So with that being said, Johnny, you can't choose Faker, so you've got the options
You can't
of
choose Faker.
Is that
He is totally
I was
allowed
gonna say
to.
333 guy, whatever the hell.
Oh,
the guy
he was
is.
gonna say 33. I knew it. I knew he was.
You're
gonna
allowed to say
33.
Faker.
It's numbers, bro.
He
I can't
is.
remember that
I know. You know I was fucking with you, right, bro?
No, you're
Come
good.
on, you can choose
No.
Faker if you want. No take backs.
No takeies, no takeies.
Guys, our last category
What do we got?
is best esports team.
Oh,
Okay.
this is going to be a good one.
Yes,
on it,
sir.
bro.
So we
I'm all
have
about the
3
drama.
representations from League of Legends,
Okay.
which are Billy Gaming,
Okay.
Gen G, and T1. We have a Counter-Strike team,
Okay.
NAVI, Navi,
Navi. Okay.
from Ocarina of
From
Time.
Ocarina.
We got it, baby.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
sir. And then Dota 2, Team Liquid. What are we locking in?
I'm going Navi just because I like their name.
Yes, sir.
I like
Yes, sir. Joshy's locking in Navi. Johnny.
Snake! Liquid.
See, these are fun. You don't know shit about it. It's just like, hey, that one sounds cool. I think I've heard that one before.
Excuse me.
That's why I went with Faker. I didn't know he had a whole backstory.
It's
It's amazing.
You just like, hold up,
It's
bro.
amazing.
Yeah.
You know who you're talking
No,
about?
no, no.
You know who
Do you
Faker
know
That's
is.
gaming
Faker is,
Jesus.
bro?
Yeah, I was going to say.
Okay,
this guy
imagine.
came back from the dead.
Okay, remember everything? Can I paint you a picture? I remember everything I painted for you for League and everything I hated about it coming out of it. Okay.
Yes.
So Faker would be relating to Brawl Stars. Faker would be approaching mid lane, and up until him approaching mid lane at Worlds, nobody knew who he was, and nobody ever played anybody who wasn't a mage mid lane. So we're talking Mandy's, we're talking the bear chick, right? Nita's, right? We're talking these people that have crazy range and just will outrange you and just destroy you.
maybe?
And their goal is to get to end game with enough, like they've been fed enough or they've been maintaining
A great
gold.
job painting this
Hey,
picture.
thank you, bro. Okay, I got you. So imagine he comes to mid lane for the first time and he brings, I'm sorry, who's that? Edgar. He brings
Edgar.
Edgar mid lane, and you're like,
What are you doing?
not only how can Edgar compete? He's gonna get poked out.
Yeah.
I mean, and by the way, let's pretend Edgar's ult didn't charge automatically.
Okay.
So that would be a very
How would you even
difficult.
do that?
How would you make that happen?
I would want to see
And
that.
he
That sounds
made
really
it happen, dude. There's this guy Zed, and basically, without going too deep, his whole kit is based around a shadow, which is the same thing that one that little guy does.
Lola.
Yeah, like
doesn't
Lola,
she make a,
but
it's like a
but she's like a mage. So let's make it more like that one guy who shoots the shurikens,
this is my time to
little
shine.
ninja guy.
Yeah.
Nita's
Isn't it
brother.
Tara.
No, Tara's the cards.
Yes.
Yes, I'm thinking the shurikens that he shoots 4 and he goes invisible. Leon is who I'm thinking of.
Leon shoots shurikens?
Yeah, 4 shurikens. He's a little ninja.
I didn't know he was a ninja. He just wears like a hoodie.
Yeah, but he shoots shurikens. He's like a little
I
play
don't think
ninja.
they're shurikens.
You should look.
I do know.
Yeah, big. They're like buzzsaw shurikens.
Is that right?
So you know how he makes a shadow and Leon,
Leon,
and it's a clone of him.
Yes.
I guess it is more like that one chick though, because with that one chick's clone, every movement you do, the clone copies you.
That's
Okay?
right.
Right. So the guy he brought to mid lane, his name's Zed, and he is literally the definition of like someone out of Naruto. He's like a assassin who has like a black belt and a whole he's from like a clan, right? So his whole job is to assassinate, but he has to get in your face. So the way he plays with you with a shadow. So you send out the shadow.
Oh, gosh, they
and
are shurikens.
the shadow. They are shurikens, right?
Yeah, they are. I just, I think I always see him with skins.
True.
I never have really seen his natural.
shurikens.
Yeah, I really have never seen that.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
So Zed is very similar. He throws a shuriken, but he throws one every 8 seconds. So it's like one. That's his only poke.
Right.
Otherwise, he sends out a physical shadow. The shadow stand still and
Yes.
you move around, but any move you do, if you attack, if you use your shuriken, the shadow will copy you. And there's geometry here because say you're like, you move around, you move over here, you throw a shuriken this way, the shadow will throw a shuriken that intersects.
What?
Right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So there's geometry there. So this guy brings Zed mid lane, and Zed was deemed a bottom tier character.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
He goes forth and he's God with Zed because Zed makes this shadow, and if you press the button again, you can swap places, and this becomes the shadow, and this becomes the real Zed, right? So you can fuck with your opponent, and you can, if you use your ult, you get a third shadow, and you can switch between the shadows and mess with them.
And
So
just
this guy is,
ping-pong, bro.
he is
That
just ping
sounds
ponging.
sick.
He is outplaying everybody who's coming in. They can't kill him. It was actually just watching Faker play. It was the most inspirational thing ever.
Wow.
People are screaming
Faker's a
in the
demon.
audience.
I'm so glad I chose him.
Demon. Yeah, got it.
What a
Man.
faker.
You got it, bro.
What a
What was
faker.
little magnet for the cord.
Oh, I see.
All right, guys, you want to take a piss break and
Yeah, let's take a piss.
just wrap up? Yeah, we just have the our own personal game of the year.
That's
That's
right.
what it is. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, let's take a quick
Yeah.
pissy.
Let's do it. They do this every year. All right, guys. Let's wrap officially
Let's Rabby.
right now, shall we?
Yes.
All right, guys.
Yes.
We're back.
We're here.
Before we lose Johnny, possibly forever.
We could absolutely lose him forever.
You never know.
Which-
I'm feeling a little.
No, Johnny, no.
Johnny,
We need to
power through, man.
we need to all select our own personal
Oh,
picks for game of the year. All
Right.
right. And by the way,
this has to be one on the list or no?
so what this is going to be
Or could
is
this
this
be
is
any
going
game
to
we
be
played this
this is going to be a bonus, okay? And at any point in the game awards, besides game of the year itself, if this game wins, you can have this step in as a substitute for any of the other games that you chose. All right. So, what is your personal game of the year? That did come out this year, by the way.
Has to have.
Has to.
Would've
We
said
will get to our.
Xenosaga.
We'll get to the personal game of the year. Yeah, which is Xenosaga or Pied Piper can be on the list for personal game of the
Play
year
that one.
I did. I could.
in a month when we
I
get
would
to
if I could.
the game of the year wrap. But no, for the sake of the competition. What do you think?
What mine is?
You want to start?
Yeah, I think I know.
I think you know. It's Astrobot,
Come on.
bro. Come
That is-
on.
That is, I think, the best game released this year.
You already told me that's what it was, bro.
I
You said
told
Astrobot, man.
Because it is.
Yes.
And it also, you can go back to the beginning of this podcast.
Yes.
I have been raving about Astrobot before he ever got his big new game. I have been an
That's just from
Astrobot
Playroom
fan
alone, bro.
since I 100% and I platinumed it.
I
And I said,
the Playroom, by the
my
way.
my wish is for a full game
You did
from
say
the
it.
style. And guess
You
what
did
they
say
did?
it. I
They did
remember.
it.
They did it.
They did say
Is that or Tomodachi World? So I'm glad we got at least
Tomodachi
one.
World is next. It's coming.
That's
Switch 2. It's got to have a
It's
good
the
amount
hub
of...
world. It's the hub world of the
Johnny,
Switch too.
Exactly.
Do I have your guess locked that it's Helldivers 2?
No.
No! Where we at? Where we at?
switch
I
up.
want to know.
Power World.
Pow
Wait, that
World!
didn't come out this year.
It didn't? What?
Did it come out this year?
Come on, bro. Hold on.
Wait.
It did, didn't
Did it come out this year?
I think.
Wait.
No, it
Yes, it did.
didn't.
Yes, it
Wait.
did.
Wait.
Why is this not on any list?
What the fuck?
No,
bro.
no.
Hold on here.
Hold up.
This year?
There's no way.
No, wait.
There's no way. No.
January 2024.
Oh, it made the year.
No, it didn't.
It did, bro.
Why is Power World not on a single nominee?
Look at his face. He's like, "Can I take my
It didn't
mine back?"
get put on the indie game.
Of the year.
Nintendo, bro. Big Nintendo.
What?
I don't. Yo.
blowing my mind.
No way Johnny just
January
pulled out the
2024.
curveball, bro. That is insane.
Okay, wait.
Okay.
No, you're right.
Wow.
You're right. Yeah, it was early access, January 19th, 2024.
And that doesn't even mean for PlayStation either.
What the fuck?
Wow.
I thought it was last year.
That means we all have to sign in to Jeff Keighley's website.
That's
Yeah.
Make sure that we write in Pal World for
Yeah,
Indy.
we absolutely do.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, I guess I changed my answer then.
He's like, I want Pal World.
You change yours too?
Sam, this year, have I played another game more?
But Helldivers, I do love you.
No. No, it is Pal World.
Dude,
the
I can't
only
believe you
game
just threw a
series
whole wrench in it.
Wow.
Dude,
That's sad, dude.
what else has come out
That's
that I
sad.
could possibly have played that much? I don't put hours into my PC like that. And
No.
I did because of this
That's
game.
what I'm saying. The only game that has competed with that for you has been Xenosaga as a series.
Exactly.
And that is not Game of the Year contender
No.
at all. Pal World it's the only answer.
Yeah.
It's my game of the year.
It
is.
I-
It's
and I'll be honest,
2024.
of all the games that were you know what?
Dude, he's pissed.
This
Okay.
is crazy.
Big Nintendo, bro.
Big Nintendo,
Big
man.
Nintendo, bro.
The danger of them.
The Japanese, bro.
Right.
I hate to do this, but I am forced my hand here.
What?
I'm also picking Pal World.
You're picking Power World?
I have to.
You didn't even play Power World.
I know.
He's
So
gonna
it's
have to
your
play it
game of
now.
the year?
Of all the games on this list,
Really? Over Final Fantasy Rebirth?
that's literally
didn't play that one
that's
either?
second place.
Well, I know you didn't play it, but...
I know, but
And
I can imagine.
Fantasio?
Yeah, I think Pal World above ReFantasio because,
I didn't know you saw it that high.
dude, absolutely,
I did not know that.
absolutely, man.
You better attack it now.
I know.
You put your
Going to
words
town,
in.
bro.
Apparently that one made
No,
a
Rebirth
splash
was
on
the
it.
contender. Rebirth was the contender, and I
Well, what are you
really-
more excited to play? Probably Power World? Over Rebirth? Peak World. I wish I could erase my memory and go play Power World.
See, that's the thing.
The first
Is that I feel like I feel like I have to Power World because Rebirth is it's only missing that originality. Like that's where Power World gets
Yeah.
it, right? Yeah. Like Rebirth is a sequel game. And yeah, I'm excited for all the reasons of a sequel game, but I would be saying the exact same thing if this was Power World 2. It's not. It's the original Power World that I mean, despite me not playing it so vividly, I've been on this ride from afar through you getting into it and you didn't think you would. Then you're still playing it and you didn't think you would. And then all the things that have transpired with Power World, I feel so blessed to be alive right now as a gamer because Power World is an exceptional experience.
I'm shell shocked right now. Still, I'm like, this came out this year.
Josh
and
just woke up.
it
He's like,
didn't make any.
none.
I mean, I understand it's not a direct. Oh my gosh! Wait, no, it's not in early access still, so
No, it's
you can't make a case about that. Yeah, it came out.
Yeah.
It's on PS5.
5.
Yeah. I'm gonna shit my pants. This is crazy.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Just as a final tidbit here, the only thing I could find is obviously Reddit is already talking about it. Okay, Power World not being nominated, what the fuck, right? The only thing we can have conjecture with right now is that the Game Awards has specific rules that restrict the likelihood of early access titles. However,
It did have its full release though.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Or is it still in early
You can't
access?
have early access on PS5,
You can.
but they had updates.
Is Power World
They had
still
specific
in
updates.
early access?
That's a really good point.
Yes.
It is?
And it's expected to remain in early access until at least 2025.
Wow. So I guess it can't be our
Bullshit.
game of the year?
That's bullshit.
Helldivers 2. Fuck you guys.
Wow.
That's bullshit.
Okay. Okay.
But Helldivers is awesome.
Okay, well then.
Well,
you know
I'm
what?
gonna put it. I think
I'll put
let's
it for
remain it
next year.
anyway. Let's just have an add-on. Okay.
Sure,
Because
sure.
Power World deserves that.
I can't believe that.
We'll revisit this combo next year. I guess.
I'll say
Okay.
official releases: Astro World, unofficial Power World.
Power World,
Yeah.
unofficially.
Astro
officially
Bot?
Helldivers.
Astro Bot. Yeah.
Astro
Did I
Bot.
say Astro World?
Yes, you did.
that could be the next one, dude. That's a pretty good
Astro
name.
World.
Tomodachi World.
Tomodachi.
I'm putting Rebirth.
Tamagotchi Astro World.
Johnny,
Tomodachi.
now that Power World's out,
Definitely.
you can't do any more wrenches.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Helldivers 200%.
Do
There
it.
it is.
Do it. Let's do it. Okay. Let's lock it right here, baby. Should we do a send off for Johnny?
Yeah, let's say goodbye.
Goodbye, guys.
That's all we need.
That's
Cut
it.
it.
That's all, folks. Johnny, we love you, bro.
Yeah, we
Thanks
love
for
you
being
so
a
much, man.
part.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
Take it
we'll
easy.
break right here.
Yeah,
but
we'll break.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Nice.
Yes, sir. Let's wrap this, brother.
Cheers. Let's wrap. Let's wrap. Now that Johnny has passed on,
Mm-hmm. Now that Johnny is no longer with us, Josh,
he is literally no longer.
I think it's time we wrap the official Flash Bros podcast.
I'm with you on that.
Are you
shit.
with it?
I'm with it.
Are you with it, bro?
I'm with it, bro.
Well, I got no trivia for you today, Joshy,
Shoot.
which I figured is completely okay with you.
Can I make a quick trivia?
Yeah. Is Power World in early access? Yes or no?
I was trying to think of something with that. What game didn't come out this year?
Oh, shit. Is it Power World?
It is.
Okay.
There you
shit.
go.
Yeah, well, that
at
was
you.
the most shocking revelation.
It really blew my mind. I'm
Of
not
the
even
main
gonna lie.
topic, I
Yeah,
will say that
got
much.
me.
Yeah.
That got me. For
No, I
sure.
was with you because both of us
Yeah.
were like, wait, how is this
I literally
not
was like,
on
how would we
any
have not?
list?
How?
And how are not people freaking out about this?
I
Oh,
would be. Oh,
well, that makes a
this
little
all
more
makes sense.
I guess.
People are okay.
It seems silly. It seems absolutely silly.
Yes.
Okay, that the game is literally without this stipulation,
Yes.
it would be your game of the year.
I
no
completely
doubt.
agree. Well, it's so funny because, you really get the sense of the fact that it is an indie game, right?
Right.
Because they never, just the fact that it's not the full release of Power World
Yeah.
is kind of a testament to also how good of a game it is.
Right.
This game isn't finished,
It
quote
makes
unquote.
everything even more
and
impressive.
Yet, exactly.
Yeah.
And people are playing it.
Yeah.
And playing it like Johnny, who
Oh,
would have claimed that.
you know what I just realized? Even Nintendo is suing an early access game. It's not even a full game yet.
Not even a full game.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
That's probably a first for Nintendo.
It must
to
be.
honest
I
with
mean,
you.
it's possible that maybe a lawsuit has come about from like an early access knockoff like Pokemon game, maybe,
Yeah.
or some
Yeah.
kind of thing that used assets or something like that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
No.
I wouldn't put it past them.
yeah.
I really wouldn't.
It's just bizarre.
Yeah,
is
it
what
is.
it is. So,
It's weird.
Joshy, let's wrap.
Let's wrap.
Since we don't have a class trial,
Yes, we don't.
let's shout out our Gold Tier
Yeah,
sponsors.
shout out the
shall we?
sponsors.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I
Yeah,
have our
man.
very special list here of our beautiful, beautiful Gold Tier sponsors, starting with Mama Annie.
Mama Annie,
with
we
us
love her.
from
the mama of the
beginning.
cast.
Mama of the
Yes,
cast.
she
Thank you for
birthed
being
it.
here.
She did.
We love you.
That's right.
Along with Donald Duck.
Big Donald D.
Big Donald D.
The legend himself.
I know, man.
One day he will show himself.
He will. And if not, he always has the title of being here as the first true, I think, don't know who we are, our first sponsor. You know,
The first one.
Donald, thank you
Always
for
respect.
believing in us and being
Always.
here, man. Always, man. Along with Queen Kendi.
Big Queen Candy.
Beautiful fiance.
She had a little
Big shout out to
cameo in the episode a little
her. She
bit.
did. She did. Yeah. Gave her input on, surprisingly not Mario Party.
Astrobot.
Astrobot.
Astrobot's on top. Always will be unless Power World comes out.
I wonder if Sweet A. Drell would have the same opinion.
You mean the other man who's probably in the other room? Or
That's
probably
absolutely
not
true.
At volleyball or possibly
Probably
basketball.
not. Probably not. He might be streaming though. And if he's not,
Probably will
I
be.
know you can catch him there.
Yes.
Let's give him a
Can.
plug.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's at Sweet A. That's Sweet A-Y-E-E-E. Like Sweet A.
That's right, baby.
Yes, yes.
Sweet A. Followed by Johnny Bravo.
Yes,
You might
speaking of-
also know him, yes, as our third member, R.I.P.
May he rest in peace.
May he rest in peace.
May he
yes, until no doubt the
Till we
next
see him again.
episode. Yeah, yes, sir. Which I think
Yeah.
we are officially doing pregame next
Yes.
week on Uncharted. So,
Oh, wow. You
yes.
need DLC?
Did I say pregame?
You said pregame, but yeah.
You're picking up what I'm putting down.
Picking it up.
We got DLC.
Yeah,
yes. I'm stoked about that.
Yeah, I'm excited
because
too.
of how much Johnny loves Uncharted and how much you do too.
I do.
So I'm stoked for that.
That game is what got me out of Nintendo for a little bit.
Right.
The whole series.
Yes.
What was my first kind of adventure into a little outside of Nintendo.
Yeah, and I would say also maybe even Nintendo-esque, but not exactly an FPS.
You know what's so funny? I was just reflecting. It's so funny. We'll bring it up on DLC.
Yeah.
But I was just reflecting on what made I almost said Naruto. Uncharted so special.
The Nathan Drake clan.
Yeah. Drake clan. It's got like an N on his
I know.
Yeah.
The compass is
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, that's good. No, I was just trying to reflect on what made it like kind of so special. Yeah. That's a good one. I like that.
Are you with it?
I'm so with it.
Not bad, right? I haven't seen Naruto.
Yeah,
like,
Sully would
let's
be
go.
Kakashi, probably.
Yeah, that's where you lost me.
Yeah. You know Kakashi?
Well, so
He's got the mouth
Kakashi,
covered. He's got
you
the gray
made a
hair.
relation to him.
He's the Gojo.
The Gojo.
Well, I would say he's the He's not as powerful as Gojo is, but he's extremely powerful.
It's that idea.
And you see the guy with
He's
the
a prodigy.
eye covered and the.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
he's
like the
he's
rival
sensei.
of
no,
like
no.
oh,
A rival of who?
the main character.
No, that's Sasuke.
Naruto. Sasuke
Sasuke.
is who I was thinking.
Sasuke
of,
Uchiha.
actually.
The guy with he's got gray hair. He's got one arm
Yeah,
covered,
yeah, almost like
nose.
literally like a Jin-like character.
Yes.
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 Yeah.
But the whole like white-haired colored sensei with their eyes covered because they have a secret power which has to do with their eyes.
the white hair is always the biggest giveaway.
It is.
Always.
It always is. And
Gojo,
it's so, yeah, Gojo,
Sephiroth,
Kakashi,
Jin,
Yeah.
literally.
Jin.
Both Jins. Doesn't the Jin that you showed me in Xenosaga Saga also have white hair?
No, he has got black hair.
Black hair.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he's got
Okay.
the same aura.
Yeah.
He's got the
But the white hair, though, it's almost like... Okay, actually, I'll give an example,
Yeah.
too. And there was a Tales of game. It was
Oh,
Tales of...
in front.
I think it is the one with the... Exilia. Yeah, the one that was on PS3.
Yes.
That supposedly is getting a remake now. Okay,
Supposedly.
with that remaster and shit. Anyways, there's a character. His name is Wingle, and he's kind of there's the main villain who's not really a full-fledged villain. It's kind of like you understand his ideals, even if they're extreme. But he's not evil.
Yeah.
He's the main antagonist.
Sure.
This is a guy under him,
Yeah.
and he's kind of more evil. He's kind of like if Jin and Malos switched roles.
Ah,
Imagine
very
that,
interesting.
okay?
Yeah.
Except the most interesting part is this guy was Jin because
Right.
he's kind of annoyingly on top of the main party, like almost like a rival.
Yeah.
Until the very end, before you reach the last boss, suddenly Wingle gets awakened. Guess what, bro?
His hair turns
silver.
Oh my gosh, dude! I'm just gonna show you a picture. So
Show me,
in
please.
in Boruto, like the main villain for a
I'll pull
solid
a
amount of
picture,
it. His name is Code.
Oh.
Right? I heard
I
that.
heard that, bro. Code.
So his name is Code. This is what he looks like. Super cool design too.
Code is cold.
Code is cold.
Oh,
So it looks like that.
Okay.
Guess what he looks like when he's awakened? Just try to make a guess. When he is awakened.
White hair.
What could you guess?
By the way,
Yes.
isn't Gear 5? Doesn't his hair turn white?
Hair does turn white.
Interesting how white hair almost symbolizes like letting go of a certain part of your humanity and ascending.
This is gonna get
power.
really trippy.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, check this out. The Super Saiyan original color, when it was made in the manga, was as follows. This was the original Super Saiyan colors before they released a drawing of
With
the
color.
official color. So it was originally going to be red eyes, white hair.
Interesting.
And then they changed it to blue eyes, yellow hair.
Interesting.
You're telling me the #1 most popular power-up of all time was going to have white hair?
Super Saiyan.
Makes sense to me.
Literally.
I have another.
I also have another. Based on this. Shadow and Sonic.
Shadow and Sonic.
When they go, you opened my eyes even that, it's Super Saiyan, that's Super Sonic, okay? And what color is Sonic?
Sonic
Yellow.
is yellow.
Just like Goku,
Sonic.
right?
Yes.
Do you know what color Shadow is? Super Shadow?
Make
a guess.
He's like white.
He's white.
Yeah, he's white and red.
He's like
you're right.
white and red. It's like silver and red.
Okay.
It's the same
I have another
thing.
example. This is also Dragon Ball, but Gohan in the most recent movie unlocked his like true potential, right?
Right.
And it kind of in a reference to original Super Saiyan. It's called his beast form. White hair, red eyes. Come on.
Interesting.
Come on.
Wait. Remember I showed you and Johnny the picture of Xehanort?
Yes.
The main antagonist
Yes.
of Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah.
He's got brown hair as a human.
And then
suddenly, not just a heartless, but you're right.
Yeah.
Heartless, nobody,
Yes. All of
enlightened form, the future form,
All
the
white.
past version with the same memories. And the past version of Xehanort is like Weiss.
Right.
He doesn't know, but he is. And what
right.
color is Weiss' hair? Dude, it's all
Making the connection.
connected.
I'm not kidding.
That is
by
crazy.
the time. Okay, come on. This is crazy.
Look at this, by the
is
way.
crazy.
This is Wingle.
See
Just
Wingle?
to give you a visual. So
Oh,
that's what he
yeah.
looks like.
Yeah.
And then you fight him.
And then he awakens.
he awakens.
Come on.
My guy.
I'm literally telling you, this is literally so funny. This is crazy because I
crazy.
just saw this in Boruto.
Well, hey. From Alpha.
Yeah.
And Alpha's hair is white.
And so is Albus.
And so is Alvis.
Yeah. So the Monato's hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Xandos turns yellow.
His does turn yellow. I think his is already yellow.
Or
Because
was it brown?
Klaus had brown hair in 2.
He had brown hair in 2. That's what I thought.
So it's
And as the architect, it's brown.
that's
No, it's white.
It's like white as art. Yeah,
And so is Zed's.
I think so. Oh yeah, his for sure. His for sure. There's a connection there.
There's
Connections
white
everywhere.
hair is
on.
crazy.
It is
Yeah,
wild.
it's like angelic.
Maybe angelic or the sign of age, wisdom and experience. So
Yeah.
if you were
Absolutely.
if you are more powerful than you once were, your hair would have been enlightened too. You know what I mean?
Uncle Iroh.
Go around. He does end up with a pure white beard in Korra. Do you remember?
Yeah. When
He's got a long in the
enlightened.
spirit world, yeah.
Bro.
Come on, man. We made
It
the
all
connection.
fits, man. I love it.
Okay.
I absolutely
It all
love it.
came
All right. Well, speaking of
Yes.
enlightened, let's continue down
Yes.
the enlightened list here.
Yes, we should.
Followed by Linnea Lovelady.
That's right.
Big shout outs to her.
Huge shout outs to her.
If you want to hear more about Linnea and our other sponsor,
Yes.
Mikey Sandoval,
That's
Sandoval
right.
7, along with Taden. Big shout outs to him.
Huge
He's still
shout out.
listening to the show.
Yeah, buddy.
Check out our pregame,
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
Which we have available specifically for our Gold Tier sponsors, as y'all already heard in
right.
our multi-tap.
That's right, buddy.
The main topic, but we love those guys dearly.
Love them so much.
I see them every week. I'm so blessed with that.
You did an
Along
amazing
with-
impression of Mikey today.
Hey, bro, I appreciate that.
It was really
Low-key.
good.
Yeah, let's go.
And I remember,
I
that's
feel like my impressions game is. Yeah, I think about it more after meeting you and Dorian.
yeah. You think so?
Definitely,
Think
because
so?
just because of the impressions, even like A and J, like not that they do impressions, but they're so impressionable.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of my friends here, in our circle,
Absolutely.
a lot of these people on our list, extremely impressionable. So, yeah, big shout outs to them. Love them both dearly. With the next shout out to Daddy Mike, Joshy's own father.
Absolutely.
Big shout outs to him, man. With an additional shout out, let's just throw it in with your brother, Drew.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yes.
especially, I gotta talk to Drew quite a bit at the Halloween party.
Did you really?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Just love
Good.
Drew, bro. Like we had a
Love him
good,
too.
like heart to heart, like bro talk. You know?
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
That's important for all of us.
Yeah.
We all need
Dude.
it.
Even if we feel something, it should be said. Why not say it? Right?
Completely agree
Yeah.
with you.
Come on, man.
Completely
If there's nothing but
agree.
love, it should just be coming out of your mouth, man. Don't keep it to yourself. So speaking of a lover,
Exactly.
the last member on our list is Azarel
Azarel
You
Huncho.
already
Azzy
know.
Huncho.
Which, by the way, he sent me a
Yes.
text and he streamed for the first time.
Yes, he did.
Which you shouted out last
He's been
episode. I
streaming.
think.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
But yeah, we could give his full stream.
Yeah.
I have him on Twitch here.
Yeah, pull it up. Let's get it live.
Yeah, I'll get it live. Dude, he just streamed yesterday. 75 views. Let's go.
Let's go, baby.
It's Azzy X
75?
Yeah, that's good.
Dude,
really good.
he just
Yeah,
started.
he just started. Think about it. Who doesn't want to watch Azzy? I want to.
Nobody. nobody wants to not watch Azzy. Is what I meant.
Thanks, absolutely. Let's see. Azzy X Huncho. So AZZYXHUNCHO.
Let's go.
That's right, buddy.
Let's go, bro.
Spelled just like that.
Okay.
Very
You
important.
heard it here first,
That's
folks.
right.
For Azarel, an additional family here. Okay, we have our Flash Force.
Yeah,
right?
we got
So
him.
we got Big Watch Brad.
Big Watch Brad.
Does all the music for our show.
course.
As you know, we've
Job.
got Demon Hunter Caleb.
Buddy.
My right hand man
That's
has
right.
been for
That's right.
over 10 years.
Him and I got to talk.
Yes.
We didn't talk about that on the podcast.
No, do you want to shout that out?
Sure,
I mean, you guys
yeah.
got to like really actually talk for like the first time ever.
First time in a minute.
Yeah.
I think I only ever talked to him on the phone. Like. in
Yeah, but
class.
that's what I mean. It was like
Yeah.
you guys like talked.
We had a good conversation.
But this was like you actually got
Yeah, we actually got to talk. So it was really fun. You were just on the phone with him, so I snatched the
bro.
phone out of your hand without your consent. You said, actually, Josh,
Absolutely
give
true.
me that back. Like, that's not cool.
Right.
And I said, no, boo-boo. You can't catch me, if you remember correctly. Yeah.
You're
It's-
not lying.
I know.
You're
it's
not
pretty
lying.
traumatic,
It's
I know.
actually what happened.
Yeah, so,
Bringing
then
me back.
we were able to talk because this guy had never heard of Pied Piper,
Yes.
didn't know about Missing Year, and was locked in still with Xenosaga.
Locked
So
in.
I had so much I wanted to talk with him about. In the same way anyone who loves Xenosaga wants to talk to people
Yes,
about
bro.
it, but you can't
No.
unless you go online or the message boards. So it was so refreshing, so fun. We talked a lot about that, but also just like stuff he was playing. So it was fun. It was
Yeah,
huge
yeah.
shout outs. I hope we can talk again soon.
Yeah. Big shout outs, Caleb. We fucking love you. And along with
So much
Lore, Dory, out
Hey.
roaming the 7 seas out
That's
there.
right.
man.
Out in
Big
there.
shout outs. Always love to him as
right.
the house is coming to a final chapter.
That is.
To be honest.
That
So,
is.
Joshy, speaking of final chapters,
Yes.
I do have a quote. I just wanted to pull up something for our proverb spotlight for the week, you know.
Yeah.
Shout outs to Uncle Iro, as always.
Always. Are you kidding me?
Some weekly wisdom to send y'all on your way.
We
But
love that. We love
I thought what came to mind most, I felt inspired by solo leveling and finishing that, and I wanted to just
that.
bring forth a quote. And actually, a lot of the quotes I found are from the manhwa, so I'm pretty sure that's where this is from. I don't
There you
remember
go.
this in the anime, but there's a lot of quotes.
that. Proud
a
of
lot
you
of
for saying
quotes.
manhwa, by the
Hey,
way.
bro,
Yeah.
I got
That's
you.
what's up. That's
Yes,
how
sir.
we do it here.
That's how we do it, man. Yeah, because you know, two canons should not exist, as we talked.
Hell
So,
no.
Aside from
Hell
that
no.
quote, I have a quote from Sung Jin Woo, which is the main character.
Jin Woo.
Yes, sir.
Fuck with the woo.
He said at some point in the manhwa,
Yes.
because correct me if I'm wrong,
Yes.
I don't remember this from the anime,
'Kay.
from the 12 episodes we got so far.
Yeah.
Like I said before, it doesn't matter who you are. So regardless of when he said this, what the vibe I'm getting is that this is coming very reflective.
He
Of,
could've been-
he has come from nothing,
Yeah.
and
He could have been
he's-
talking to that one guy.
Which guy?
The kid, the
Ooh.
Nepo kid.
It could be that. Kid.
I don't know, maybe.
Maybe it's the purple hair guy
Could have been
before
the I don't think you like
that fight.
Yeah, could have been. I don't know though.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either.
I'm not sure.
Maybe.
There's a lot of quotes though, and I'm gonna be real. A lot of them like directly just spoil. They talks about things. All the most memorable quotes from this that are all rated, from the manhwa specifically, are like extremely spoiler heavy for like where this
Huge
is
for
going.
where it's gonna go.
Yeah, because isn't the manhwa finished?
Yeah, I think it just
is.
finished like this year. I
Yeah.
think.
So I feel like from where I'm at,
Yeah.
finishing season 1, I don't know about you if
Yeah.
you've gone deep in the manhwa, but I'm like,
No,
we don't know anything.
I don't know anything either. Trepto finished it though.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm kind of
He said it
really
was
tempted
really
to
good.
order the manhwa.
Yeah. He said it was
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
You can always just read it online.
That's true. There's something novel for me about actually physically reading the source.
You got me.
Yeah,
You got me.
bro.
Sorry, I was on my phone. I was looking to see if I had any cool like quotes from Boruto because I've been taking screenshots.
Yeah, do you want to look for one?
Here, I'll just read this one because I have it straight from the manga.
Okay, sweet. He's got the panel up, baby.
So, this is pretty cool. I don't know how much it'll make sense in the grand scheme
Sure.
of this,
Yeah.
but
well, I'll represent that portion. I don't know shit, so give it
Yeah.
to me.
So there's a character trying to break. This is the lowest point for Boruto, and he's literally trying to break his will. He's trying to just like shatter him as a person for reasons of his own. But he said that oh my gosh, it's so cold. You should know that this is Boruto speaking, you should know that I never for a second considered this as losing everything, Momoshiki. I've got flowing inside me the blood of my dad, 7th Hokage Uzumaki Naruto, my mom's Hyuga blood too, and my grandfather was the 4th Hokage. And most important, I'm a Konoha Will of Fire, a ninja.
Yo.
Pretty cool.
Okay, that's sick.
Yeah.
I mean,
then you can see with that too, it's like he just got his eye cut out. Like he literally lost
it's hard.
everything, and he's literally being like, "No, my will is of fire."
Yeah.
Come on.
No.
You're
not breaking me down.
That is so hard.
Some of the hardest quotes I feel from like these like hero stories truly in like you see in the MCU even. It's like truly when they're like down
at
bad
their lowest.
at their lowest, man.
Exactly.
Soul Leveling has this obviously, but it's like what they say, it's what they self-talk and experience that disables them from reaching, I don't know, worse than rock bottom.
Sure, yeah.
Despair, I guess.
Despair.
Right?
Despair.
Yes. Actually giving up.
I love it.
They
the
have
truth
some
of despair too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
idea
dude.
of like would it like not despair even, but like with fucking paranoia.
Yes.
With freaking Ikari.
Yes,
That like
bro.
speech he gives while he's like shattering that world. It's like that's
Yes.
the point where it's like, okay, everything's
Those
lost.
are those like
and you're
internal
gone.
revelations.
I love that stuff.
Yes,
dude.
bro.
the
Yeah,
best.
I fucking love it. So,
Me too.
Joshy, let's end right
Yeah.
there, brother. Guys,
Let's
thank
go.
you so much for sticking out.
Yeah.
Another beautiful episode of the Flash Bros podcast. By the way, this is episode 60 today, bro.
Oh wow!
I didn't
We
mention
didn't even
that,
say
but
the number.
I know.
Yeah.
Pre-game 36.
Oh,
So
yeah. Wow.
we're trucking along, man.
trucking.
We're
Trucking.
about a month and a half, a little bit less from the very end of the year.
Dude, so is pregame gonna catch up with the number of episodes?
It never will, because we're only recording pregame before an
before the
official
main
Flash.
That's right.
Yeah, podcast.
So
yeah,
nice.
so that otherwise we'll have like other
What am I thinking?
that
Don't you
mistake.
ever say that again.
Guys, we love you. Thank you so much for sticking it out with us. Don't forget to, I know the schedule has been whack as we talked
as
about,
a mug.
but thanks for bearing with us, and a lot of updates to come, a lot coming this next year as Josh and I are preparing to move, and we're going to handle this podcast while not living together for the first time. I mean, since the podcast was conceived
right.
a little over a year
That's
ago.
right.
But we have a lot of changes coming up in our own personal lives. They're going to reflect in the podcast.
Absolutely.
And we're excited to have everyone along with us, man.
Absolutely, we are.
This is a ride, baby. So, Joshy, thanks for sticking it out,
Of course, bro.
Fucking love
course.
you. Fucking love Johnny.
Love you.
Thank you for being here,
Yeah,
bro.
Johnny, thanks
Giving
for
us all your time.
dying. That was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, every week, honestly.
Every
This guy's
week.
very
He
sacrificial.
comes back. I know.
And,
Sacrificial is the perfect.
it's the reason we got Johnny on as our unofficial third member.
Unofficial
what I mean?
30.
So, guys,
He's the
have a
Phantom
beautiful, the Phantom Third. You Phantom Third. You all out there, have a beautiful weekend. Be safe. Spread love. Enjoy the rest of your week.
Enjoy it, guys.
Enjoy it, baby.
Yeah, buddy.